I was taking off the pants and never look back. Will we dating to advance? Yeah, stand on a nightstand, kissing on a light tan, shaking a light back. Need a light fan, need a breeze on my back. We go together like trees in a sack, so pleasing in fact. So sexy, you my reason to rap. Get the keys to the lack. Driving down the boulevard, feeling like the world is hard, the universe is us, but it's so far. I was born a rambling man, so now I gotta go. She took the clothes and blew out a puff of smoke. Shit, she had to move it like that. If you recognize that voice. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to look at 1inch right as we started the day and got into it. 1inch absolutely killing it. It was a call that I just gave you guys. I'm doing the Doge too, man. I gotta admit, I am doing the Doge. I put $500 into Doge a couple weeks ago, if you can believe it. Yeah, baby, doing the Doge. I just said, you know, I'm gonna throw 500 into Doge just because. I want to be one of the Doge guys when Doge pumps. I want to just feel the Doge pump, man. I want to do the Doge. Doing the Doge, doing the Doge, doing the Doge, yeah, baby, yeah. Anyway, I'm playing my own music off of my iTunes album, Sam Price Life Elixir. If you want to pick that up, if you like what you're hearing, then you can buy this album on iTunes, Sam Price Life Elixir. Actually, this is pretty cool. Only 5 subscribers, but I hire like a digital agency, and they actually just put this out, and they put my whole album out on YouTube. I don't even have access to this portfolio. I don't know how they did it. Maybe I have to log in, but they out of nowhere made this in March, I guess. That's why I didn't even know about it. I'm not even subscribed. I just did. But my music is also on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it all over the internet. Check it out, man. Sam Price Life Elixir. But let's get into it. I posted this chart. Here. She said she had to move it like that. Anyway, there we go. We're going to get into some good music, though, for the day. Let's do some non-copyright free music. This will probably come up as copyrighted music. I'll have to whitelist this channel, meaning I'll have to go and tell my own digital representation company that it was me playing my own music, and it wasn't a big deal, right? But that's what happens, right? All right. Let's get in to what's going on for the day. What an amazing day. We're going to get into total 2. I told you they were bullish. Yesterday I said everything looks very bullish. I said Bitcoin looks bullish. I said the altcoins look bullish. So if you stayed with my channel and you didn't sit in your own crazy thoughts and you didn't listen to some of the chatter in multiple channels, including my Telegram channel, a lot of bearish tones going on in there. And hey, all I can keep telling is my own subscribers to, hey, you could follow me or you could follow your own instinct. You do what you want. But at the same time, let's see where my head was at yesterday. So let's see where my head was at yesterday. I'm sitting there going through, I'm sitting there doing this, and I'm going through the charts. Yesterday, actually at 2:53 a.m. the night before, I'm up and I'm looking at stuff, and I'm banging out some charts for you guys. I'm hitting Zilliqua for you with a stop loss, entry and breakout with the target. Zilliqua, man. Watch Zilliqua. It's up since and continuing. Talked about AVAX. Put it up here with a target. Up at 13. Someone just asked, where's the target for AVAX? I said, check the charts. People ask questions before they check the charts, guys. Before you ask, hey, where's the target? Check the charts, man. Check the billboard. I have it in there. There's your AVAX target. Let's take a look at this AVAX call. Okay. I like to hold myself to my own calls, right? So I say 11 possible entry was right here, 1326, right? Stop loss in here in the pattern or below 1182. Let's take a look at what occurred with AVAX. So right off the bat, we're just going to give you some of the calls from earlier so that you can check it out. Jose, remember you asked for the AVAX? You asked for the AVAX target? Dude, right here, waiting for you inside of the Telegram group. Boom, right here, dude. AVAX target right there. 1938, something like that. So yeah, man, I got you covered, guys. I got you covered. You ask a question, I have the answer, man. Don't be sorry, bro. I love you. I love you, man. Yeah. But yeah, I got just, you know what you could do too? Maybe I'm going to have to put the title in there. See how I didn't put AVAX in there? Because then if you Google it, you may not, I mean, if you not Google it, but if you do a search AVAX, it may not come up. So that's my bad, not even your bad, because it has to be easy, a lot easier searchable. It has to be, you have to be able to search for it easier. Funny, it's getting my head messed up. But let's take a look at AVAX now and where it's at and what happened to AVAX, right? So sat at 1256, didn't do anything really. Just kind of poked. Did a little bit of a poke. So my initial target was this. But now it's forming a bigger flag in my opinion. Kind of doing something like this, retesting and breaking to the upside. So AVAX looks like it's just getting started on the 4-hour having a cross. But let's get into my baby, man, my 1-inch, man. Unbelievable. And yeah, I just posted this. See, I posted it a few times, but here I am posting it. I said, this is a cup and handle, man. Target at 299, you know. I could see it, cup and handle, breakout. Possible entry, look for a flag pennant or wedge on a smaller time frame. This one 1-inch was about 194. I'm giving it to you guys. I also gave you 1-inch way earlier than that. I said it's about to gap up. I've been all over 1-inch. I've made 2 calls on 1-inch. They just continue to rip. Yeah, so I've been killing these 1-inch calls. Look at all the stuff that we talk about here, man. Look at all the different calls inside the Billboard channel. Unbelievable. XLM. We got so much in here. Bullish. Look at me. I'm calling Bitcoin. Look at this. This is bad. I just like to go over this stuff. Bitcoin's at 22.8. I'm telling you it's going to 27K, man. Nailed this trade. Nailed this trade. So, I don't know, man. My track record precedes itself. My history is there for you to see. But so then last night I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, what's next to pop? You know, and I'm like, well, it's 1-inch. So here I am, 2:53 a.m., giving you 1-inch in the cup and handle, saying it's bullish. Stocks are curling up, curling down, but we can double top. See how we had the curl down there? Yeah. 1-inch, baby. And now let's take a look at that 1-inch call. Boom. If that wasn't a cup and handle, I don't know what it was. And what's cool about it was, this is really interesting. Okay, because this is one of the first times I've seen this. But we could call this a cup, right? And then we can call this a cup. Right? So cup and handle, and then making another cup and handle, in my opinion, right? Double cup and handle. We saw that with cake. Let me bring up the cake. I have a photographic memory, and I remember cake looked just like this. So we'll take a look over at cake. And cake was in a double cup and handle. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And you're going to take you a second to see it, but I'll show you. And I remember it because I had it drawn, and my mind remembers patterns. It's another reason there's other traders out there, but they may not have pattern recognition like me. And I know I'm going to sound like a pompous douchebag saying that, but it's a fact. And you'll see it every day that I'm able to make fast connections with pattern connection, you know, and understand what's actually happening. Take a look here for another boom. 1 second real quick. Hey, Dad, is everything okay? Good. I'm just on live stream. I live every day at 9:30 to a couple hundred people. I'll be done at 10:30 and I'll call you right back. All right? All right. I love you, Dad. No worries. I'll tell you. I'll call you in a little while. We'll go over it. No, everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. I love you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll call you back. That was just my father. He's 74 years old. When he calls me, I get worried that, you know, he fell, something happened. My mother just had a hip surgery. So I just felt like, I know I'm live streaming, but I had to take my father's call because something could be wrong, man. My dad's 74 years old, you know, so I'm pretty young to have a dad that old. My dad had me pretty old, you know, so if you take a look at this, they'll see the double cup and handle, and we pump up, right? So 1 inch had the double cup and handle. What does 1 inch and cake have in common? Well, they're both interconnected to, yeah, respect. Thank you, Jesse B. I appreciate that, man. And my dad's a pain, man. He's tough on me, but you gotta respect your family and your parents. Your dad could be a horrible person. You gotta respect your parents. That's just something. I'm old school, and that's how I am. It's how I am, you know. Look at cake. I had cake for you. I had cake in here, and look at my target for cake, going all the way up to 179, and it's on its way. This is getting like child's play for me at this point. I just don't focus on the Bitcoin price. I keep steadfast with what's going on with my alts, and they just continue to perform for me. It's amazing what we're seeing with the altcoins. Unbelievable. Yeah, Doge is killing it. We're talking about Doge. Let's go into Bitcoin, though. We'll go into Bitcoin like we always do. I know you guys want to know, where's Bitcoin going? Then I'm going to show you, if you were with me yesterday, you guys were with me yesterday, and we talked about how I saw Total and Total 2 we're about to break to the upside. I said, you know, it looks like we're going to 1.4 trillion. I thought I misspoke, and then I realized, no, I'm $1.4 trillion. Dollar billio. But that's insane that's what's going on. Yeah, shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in to my live stream. So check it out, man. I'll tell my dad that you said hello, Nikolai. Thank you so much for doing that. Respect, man, respect. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We're gonna look at that. Doge is right here. I'm in Doge. I'm doing the Doge right now. I'm doing the Doge coin. I'm doing the Doge. Look at that, baby. Look at that. That tells you that we're in for it, baby. We're in for the monies. Dogecoin. I think I should sell Doge at this point. I mean, yayos. Look at that. We're really far away from the 21-day. I'm going to take my profit right now on Doge. Right now. I'm going to do it live with you guys. It's not a huge profit, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Yes. Yes, good profit. Yes, good profits. I like the profits. I'm going to sell my Anchor and my Doge, and I'm going to buy more cake and stake it. Cake, baby, cake. Wow, cake's forming. Cake is doing something unbelievable right now. We're going to talk about cake on the 1 hour. The second I sell my Doge. So I'm just going to do a buy sell here. I haven't been positioning them, meaning I haven't been putting them in the smart trade. I've just been getting them off my phone sometimes. I've been doing some funny trading recently. I want to go into cake, so I want to see if I can sell Doge for BUSD. Maybe I can or can't. Doing the Doge. Doing the Dogecoin, man. No. USDT pair for that Doge, baby. There's the Doge. I thought there was a D in there. I'm drunk with gains today. All right. The last time we had a pump like that, I mean, come on, right? We're far away from the moving average. Let me show you why I'm about to take profits on Doge. All right, let's go into the smaller time frame, like a 1 minute. We're starting to pump though. Looks like we got a little more, but we're high on the 1 minute. All right. We're high on the 15 minute. All right, and we're away from the 21 day. We're away from the 21 day here. This is going to have to come up. Let me show you what's going to happen. It's going to have to come up. The price is going to have to could keep going, but it's going to go sideways. They're going to meet here or here, somewhere like this. Let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, it's going to have to go sideways at one point. It's peaking though. 127% gains for Dogecoin. Super happy to be in Doge. But I'm going to take my profits, man. I'm not going to wish for hopeful thinking that more is coming. I like where I'm at. I put $500 in. It turned into $737. I'm going to take my 50% gains on Doge. on Doge, on the Doji coin. I'm gonna sell the Doge. I'm feeling really funny today. I don't know why. Yeah, I smoked a lot of pot in my life, and recently I've been cutting down, and maybe that's what it is. I'll be honest with you guys. Yeah, the GameStop story is crazy. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I kind of went into what's going on GameStop. Kind of coupled with what you see, but let's check out the Instagram account. Please follow me on Instagram. We got a growing following on Instagram. 11,000 people. Due to my rap music, my drones, I did all sorts of different stuff. And yeah, check it out, man. I thought I put a story out earlier today. Is in the IGTV? It should be IGTV, but oh, so something happened. They changed the app, and the app doesn't look the same. It's still sending. Interesting. It didn't go all the way, but I'm connected to the internet. Why isn't it using my Wi-Fi, man? I just put a really good story explaining what was happening. There it goes. The bar's full and it's saying done. Now my story can hit the markets. Okay, my story hit the markets. All right, so check it out. We'll do a little quick thing, but I think it's worth talking about because it has everything to do with stocks and what we're seeing today. And so check it out, man. Yeah. Because of what I do for keep buying it. What happens is the price kept going up. Because of what I do for a living, friends, family, a lot of people hit me up about the GameStop situation. What's going on? And let me break it down for you guys, because some people may not understand or may want some more insight from somebody who trades for a living. So here it is. Wall Street every day gets together and manipulates stock prices. They make phone calls to each other. They have lunches. Head of one hedge fund and another, and 10 of them get together and they say, yeah, tomorrow we're all gonna, we're gonna pump this stock, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna short. They move the market. They do it all the time, and they can wreck retail traders. They send people to the poorhouse every day. They do. Trading constantly. Listen to this, man. So finally, Robinhood, who are the merry men, the Robinhood app, has Generation Z going crazy, and they're organized. So they got into a Reddit. It was probably multiple different Reddits and maybe multiple stock accounts, and they all said, we found out that GameStop is being heavily shorted by multiple hedge funds, and they said we're gonna kind of keep buying it. And when a short happens is, say GameStop was at 350 and it went all the way down. They started shorting at 350. So these guys had a stop loss at 350, meaning to protect their investment, if the stock ever came back to 350, they would get kicked out of their investment. So as they kept in the trade, I guess the stock went down and they never put their stops at break even. Their stops must have been at a loss just to protect them in case. Now the stock kept going down, they thought they were great. These retail traders all got together and said, we're going to pump this stock together and we're going to move the market. And so they all started buying it together. Elon Musk tweeted, Portnoy tweeted, people jumped on. Anyone who hates hedge funds, yeah, keep buying it. And what happens is the price kept going up. And when you're a hedge fund, they're borrowing money from banks to go heavy inside of these positions, and they get what's called liquidated. You mean the more you're borrowing, the closer you are to your buy. So say you put $1,000 in, you could put a stop loss at your buy, and you basically will be break even. Or if it goes down a couple percent, you only lose the percent of the 1,000. You see what he's saying? Borrowing 10x leverage, which people don't realize you can. So you can take 1,000 and go in with 10x leverage. They'll give you 10,000 with your 1,000. They'll give you 50x. They'll give you 100x. Some sites I've seen will give you 500x, if you can believe that. But let's even say you get 50x. So now you have 50,000 you're controlling with the 1,000. Now, if you got in at the price of, say, 350, and that stock goes to 348, you get liquidated. They take your $1,000 immediately. So what happened is these hedge funds over-leveraged, have all this money, billions of their investors' money in stock, and retail investors, they tried to hold. Eventually, they had to sell, I think, for some type of $80 million loss. I think even I heard $8 billion, maybe more. It bankrupted a hedge fund for $3.3 billion. Melvin
something Melvin hedge funds got bankrupted. A bunch of hedge funds basically lost all their money. So now what do the hedge funds do? They call Robinhood app. They call Charles Schwab.
Yeah, this is the grimy.
Yesterday, they try to halt trading. They say, we got to protect the investors. They call up Joe Biden. They call up Nancy Pelosi, who are their friends, who they've given money to for years. It would have been Trump. It would have been any president. So it doesn't matter. I'm not picking sides. It would have been any president. So they call any president, hey, these retail investors are going to get hurt really bad. They're all going to jump in and they're all going to get wrecked. No, you got wrecked. You lost all your money. We finally got together and took your money, which you've been doing for years, but you want to use the government to regulate it so you can stay on top. This is what's going on. Watch the news. You're going to see how the news is manipulating you, trying to lie to you to say they're protecting you. Some news stations are coming out and calling it what it is. They're saying that the hedge funds are just trying to protect themselves. Let's see how Biden responds. Let's see what goes on now in the following weeks. Do we get subversed like we've been with social media? Do they start taking away our platforms because we're organizing too much again? If it's not political, now it's about money. Now you can finally see who cares about the American people and who doesn't. Stay tuned for more. Okay, because of what I...
So I'm just getting sick and tired of the government claiming they're protecting us, and all they're doing is destroying us. And it's sad, man. And it's not cool, you know? And if we make a win, they're like little babies. Like my friend said, they're like little kids who lose the video game and then they go and turn the video game console off and like kick you out of their house. Like they can't lose properly, you know? They're children who's had everything they've ever wanted given to them, and now they can't handle it. They can't handle what they've been doing to other people. You know how many people they've bankrupted? You know how many like plumbers or electricians or guys that thought they were doing something, put in, you know, a couple hundred grand, something they saved for years, and got completely wrecked in the market. Come on, man. Now they're crying because they can't live their billion-dollar lifestyle. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know? Manipulation at its prime. But 1 inch, baby. And my target for 1 inch is 451, bro. So I'm not selling until we hit 450, 455. And I'm sticking to it. AAVE wants to go even higher. Let's take a look at what AAVE's doing. AAVE's breaking out of a wedge, forming another wedge, and I have a target of AAVE at 389, if you can believe that. I believe this is just getting started. This is what happened in the bull run of 2017. Bitcoin would be going up and down and scaring people. And the people that weren't focused on long positions, they would be getting in and out, and they'd notice that the prices were going up, but they didn't really. If you're holding a long position like me, you're able to see your portfolio just continue to gain on Bitcoin. Now, some days I don't gain USDT value 100. It's not always USDT value, or I've been higher before. But now my account's higher in BTC value. BTC is struggling against the altcoins. The altcoins are making gains again against. Yeah. So yeah, there's just, I don't know, man. There's just so much going on with the altcoins. And if you're not paying attention to DeFi, you kind of have to do deep dives. The deep dive coins are going in there. 1 inch was a coin that you really wouldn't have known about unless you were kind of a Uniswap guy. You got into 1 inch, then you understood Uniswap, then you understood 1 inch, then you got the 1 inch coin for free. It's very community coin. Like, it's kind of nichey. If you weren't as deep as my group as a crypto lifer, then I don't think you would have been as into 1 inch. You know, like the average crypto guy who's on Coinbase, he has no idea what 1 inch is. I mean, and these are the coins that are flying up, are the coins that nobody knows about. And I think these coins are eventually going to be the coins that people know about. You're going to see 1 inch at $10 when everyone knows about it. And they're going to be like, oh, I love me some 1 inch, you know? And there you go. So it's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time. Let's see if the sell was okay on the 15-minute. A little bit of a wick down, but this thing is continuing to rip. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. We sold at the 1.9 area. Probably wants to break that 2 cents, though. Unbelievable for Dogecoin. When Doge pumps, it tells you that the whole market really wants to pump. Let's get into the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, man. I've been bullish on Bitcoin the whole time. Everyone's been bearish, right? A lot of people have been bearish. Even in my own group, I see a lot of bears in here crying and whining. Now, I showed you we're in a falling wedge here, which looks just like the altcoins. AAVE popped out of this. 1 inch popped out of this. This is a cup and handle. The small, sometimes you don't get the whole cup, guys. This is like, but look, you can say like it's kind of a cup that goes up to the side. It's the double cup and handle, because here's your cup, there's your handle. See? Here's your, let me show you guys. It's doing exactly what Cake did and what 1 inch did. It's a repeating pattern. Here's your cup, which is right here. I could prove all this to you through demonstration. Here's your cup, right? There's your first handle right here. We pop out of that handle, we make our second handle, okay? We saw it with Cake, we saw it with 1 inch, and now here we are. Again, we're on the daily. The daily MACD is losing bearish momentum. We are so low on the stochastics, they never usually go down 3 times. There's a double bottom. It tried to do this funky dip, but I had a feeling this was going to be a small move. I circled this and I talked about it with you guys. And this is the intricacies of my channel. I go into things like this small. The fact that we crossed that red line, I said, be careful. There's a little worry for me. I said, that says we could curl down, but I think we're just going to rip back to the upside. So we were low on the Stokes in the daily. Bitcoin is about to fly. I loaded up at the 29,000 with my last bags. My last bit of money that I had waiting for Bitcoin, I loaded up. That's what I loaded up. And it looks like we're going to get to about $58,000. So 60K coming, man. My first target is 40,000. My next target there is 51,800. And then my target after that is about $58,900. So that would be my next place where I would take short-term profits on, would be 58.9. As we approach the 60K region. Yes, Bitcoin's about to do 100% gain. Yes, I'm giving you the prediction. Yes, I've been right about, I don't know, 90% of the time since we left 10.6. I'm still telling you, and honestly, even when people say, oh, it's fallen, I draw this pattern and I say it could extend. I even have my green line showing you. Let me make this a different color so it's easier to see. I'm going to make it like bright yellow. I love this track. But see my bright yellow line there? This is what I'm predicting for Bitcoin. So we could all the way go up to 32,008. It's okay. We could go all the way back down to 27,000, 26, and still be bullish in my prediction. We don't have to go that low. I'm just deciding, you know, it's possible. We may wick below the biggest line of support here at 27,956 or 28,000. Why am I putting that? Look, we wicked to it, we bounced off. We wicked to it right there, we bounced off. Like we talked, wicked to 28K level and now up. Yeah, it's just like we discussed, Jose. Just like we discussed, man. Me and you were on point. Me and you were on point. Both of us were like, you know? And so I'm sticking with my prediction. I'm not budging. I'm not budging. I'm going to get you guys to $58,000. If you just stick with me, don't get cold feet. Don't get scared. Don't panic sell your coins. Do not panic sell your coins, man. If you stay tuned to the end, we can watch the panic sell video together. I think it's hilarious. Why you panic selling? Why you panic selling? Shout out to Jose Patricio. He's getting down on Doge for 646%. In Portugal or the Canary Islands, or I think, yeah, where they use a comma. Here in America, we use a dot, but I guess they use a comma, and that's 6,400% gains on Doge with 20x leverage for the man himself, Jose Patricio, our greatest futures trader in the group, man. I have yet to be able to replicate his amazing gains. Chilling in Portugal, one of the most beautiful places in the world, man. Portugal. Dibby dabbing with the young buck. BS, man. I'm calling us to go all the way to 58K, my friend. I'm telling you, at the very least, we dip down below this line on a wick, possibly hit 26.9. And to me, that's going to be the last. I honestly don't believe it, because I tell you right now, as a crypto lifer, I took my last bags and bought Bitcoin at 29,000. I went all in. I decided that was it for me. Now, I could be wrong. I'm going to stick to that. Unless I get a job or some other money comes in, I will not be able to buy any more Bitcoin. Okay, unless I find some funds trading my altcoins. So I've decided to go all in. I've made that call. I made that call back here. I made that call back here. I made that call back here. In the pandemic, I went all in. I did it. I have proof of it. And it is what it is. Doing the dibby dabs, baby. Doing the dibby dabs. I didn't even know what a dibby dab was until you guys taught me what it was. So anyway, we covered Bitcoin right now. I'm very bullish on the daily. The daily looks insane, right? Look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is having a MACD cross. We are high here though. Looks like the 4 hour tells us we want to stay in the channel a little bit more. I don't know if we're going to break the channel yet. 4 hour tells us we may come and retest 28K one more time. One more time. We have the same target, but not in the same way. Yeah. Hey, as long as we got the same target, man, that's all that matters, right? But there we go, man. We both do our due diligence. I know I do my work, man. Dipping below the 200-day moving average, too, is a little shady. We got to get back above the 200-day moving average. Let's look at the 30-minute. Do we see any patterns that could propel us up to the upside? Do we see any bullishness? This is pretty cool, right? An uptrend here forming. No real head and shoulders. Possible double bottom kind of look. And then you could even call this possibly an ascending triangle, right? Look at this. And that's going to have a target to break out. And then we're going to find out if that's going to break out pretty soon. So look at this. We can wedge this price in here. And so this is something cool for you guys to check out. Wedge your price in here and watch Bitcoin. If it breaks to the downside, right, our target's back here. So if it breaks to the downside, we're probably going to have something like this. And we're going to retest this area here. And that gives me about 28,179, right? Now, if we break to the upside, that gives us the breakout out of the bigger pattern, which is exciting because that could mean we start to make our move up to 58K. Next will be XRP and TRX. Yeah, we talked about Doge. Go to the beginning of the video, man. We talked about Doge. We sold, wait, Doge pumped another 50%? No. Look, we sold Doge at 1.6. Oh yeah, it would go to 1.9 immediately after we sold it, right? Jesus Christ, Shabbat. Like the second I sold it, it went up even more. But that's a wick action, man. I took profits where I know I should have, man. You know, fine. I left this chunk. I got out at the high sixes. 1.669 right here. I left a little on the tibble. Yeah, we went over GameStop already. We talked about it. We went over that too, guys. We went over it. I'll show you GameStop on the chart, though, so we can kind of take a look at what's happening in real time, all right? And everybody, I want you all to shout out Chris Conlon. He's my long-term friend. He's a great guy, okay? He's a great guy. I was pretty rough on him the other day. I really was. I was irritable, and I felt like I was rude to my buddy, and I just want to publicly call myself out and say I'm a human being, and I'm not perfect. And sometimes, yeah, my emotions get the best of me, and sometimes, yeah, I say things I don't mean, and sometimes, yeah, I'm not perfect. But you know what? I recognize my imperfections, and I work on them every day. And I use you guys to call myself out when I do something, and I go from there. GameStop forming a flag. It got all the way up to my target here. How did I get the target? I took the length of the pole, just like this, threw it up here, and I said, look, it hit my exact target. I put this up yesterday. This didn't even happen yet. Hit my exact target at 485. I would have gotten out at 485 because it would have hit my target. At this point, you're a little spent. Like, decide everything that's happening. You're oversold in the 1 hour. Overbought, I'm sorry. You're extremely overbought on the 4 hour. The most I've ever seen. So here, this is where you take profits, guys. Look, the 21-day moving average is going to have to come. GameStop's going to have to kiss it. This run is over, man. You can manipulate it all you want, and it's still, like, it's exhausted. You know, too many traders are going to see this and get wary. So I feel like the run happened, man. Hit 489. Unbelievable. Hopefully they took out some more hedge funds. And life went on. Let's see what the news is saying. Losses top $7 billion on short positions in U.S. firms, dude. They took them for $7 billion, man. Hey, when you lose money, that means someone else gets that money. So yeah, shout out to the retail trader. Wall Street investors are sitting on estimated year-to-date losses of $70.8 billion on their bets against U.S. companies following massive surges in some of the heavily shorted shares. Data from analytics from EarnTech showed on Thursday. Now, also, what people don't realize is I believe these are the same group of people that are into crypto. I think someone did a data analysis on these coins, and I think someone really went in depth on these coins. And shout out to everyone here. That's it on the comments, man. Can we get some more comments coming in? Damn, that's it on the comments? Like, gotta have a comment every second coming in. Like, I need that interaction. You know what I'm saying? Chris, just start pumping out some comments at least. Get the room going, man. Get the room going. There we go. Good for the little guy with a thumbs up. Yeah, guys, come on. Let's get, like, this is a big deal, man. I want to see some passion in those keyboards. I want to see you guys put in that effort, man. Let's make this show amazing. Let's add to the SEO. Let's do the thing, man. Let's be a group. Let's be strong. Like these guys that took down these hedge funds. We could do this too. Some shares such as in video game retailer GME have jumped more than 1,000% in the past week, driven primarily by retail investors trading online apps and sharing tips on social media messaging boards. Such gains have forced short sellers to buy back the stock to cover potential losses and what is dubbed the short squeeze. Moves are exacerbated by more retail investors piling into the stock. Ortex data showed as of Wednesday there was a loss-making short position of more than 5,000 U.S. firms. 5,000 U.S. firms? Wow, so they thought they would all get together and make easy money. Someone did data analytics on this. This was a deep dive coordinated attack. Like, I don't want to call it attack, but this was coordinated in more than just retail. Someone used retail investors, but I believe someone was doing a deep dive and someone really kind of coordinated this. They looked at it. They were like, I'm going to get the GameStop, the Merry Men on Robinhood up here. I'm going to get these people up here. Thank you guys so much for bringing in the comments. I appreciate it. I just need to know. I guess Wall Street Bets pumped Doge as well. That's fire. The people took a W. Love to see it. Yeah, man. Finally, the people. One for the people, baby. Like, we aren't freaking helpless anymore. Doge at 70 sats, baby. Doge doing the Doge. Doing the Doge. Did Doge go up even more from where I sold it at? Are you kidding me? Doge, baby, Doge. Yeah, it did. It went to 22, man. Jeez Louise, I just sold it at 17. Come on, Doge. You got to respect the 21-day moving average, Doge. Come on, man. Look at that. It's like it's not going to stop. But this is what happens when Doge pumps. It pumps. People think it's funny. Getting smarter, learning the system. That's a fact, yeah. Look at AMC. That's another they don't want us to play with. Guys, remember? I don't know if you guys remember, but we went over AMC, dude. We went over. Mo asked us to go over AMC like 2 weeks ago. And we went over it a bunch of different times. So we gave you AMC on this channel before any of this happened. We gave it to you on the Mo Money list. Because look, if you go to the Mo Money list, what's on the top? AMC. We gave you AMC down here. Look, I have my bull flag saying it's about to break out of the bull flag. We gave you AMC. We gave you AMC even here in the $1 region. Someone asked me to go over it, and I said, dude, this is looking hot. You know? Yeah, so, I mean, we positioned you guys. If you were to get into this trade, we got in at $1, man. Just saying. Just saying. So, not only do we cover stuff, but we seem to have such a savvy group of investors here that we don't miss a beat, man, honestly. 1 inch doing its thing, 319, 314, and forming a flag. So look for a 1 inch to probably break out of this and continue to the upside for 1 inch. So when I gave you my Bitcoin prediction, I'm still bullish. So basically, if Bitcoin hits 28K, don't stress. I've already gone over that for you. I've already said it looks like it's going to possibly bounce one more time off 28.5. So if you see, because what happens is a lot of people see my prediction at 58, 55, and then it goes to 28, and they text me at night and say, hey, you said we were going up. And I'm like, well, you obviously didn't look at my analysis properly, you know, and it happens to me a lot. So I just want to be really clear with my analysis now. So nobody can say a word about what's going on. I am extremely bullish. The lowest that I think we will go okay, is about 28.5. What is my idea for that? Why am I saying that? Where do I come up with this stuff? It's because I'm in a falling wedge, okay? I see that the main support here is at 28.100. We wicked right here off the bottom of this, and it looks like we're coming to the top. And it wouldn't surprise me if we come back and test the bottom of this channel one last time, which is going to be in this region. That still could propel us bullish out of the channel. So I've given it to you clearly. I'm breaking it down. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. It's not showing any real bullish divergence. It actually looks like it has more room to go down right now. The 4-hour actually has a cross on the MACD. So boom, boom. This bodes really well for the altcoins. Honestly, let's look at this now. Let me give you my deep dive here now. 110% on everything I do for you guys. And again, we could run through tickers all day like some other guys do, but I give you the actual knowledge that you can use to make money, right? Boom, look at this. There's my target for Bitcoin dominance falling out of this bull flag, right? If we flip this upside down, it looks like a pennant about to break to the upside. That's a great sign, right? About to go parabolically to the downside. I'm telling you right now, this is it. Then we're going to double bottom here at about 61. So it looks like things are setting up for an altcoin season like we wouldn't believe. The chart conveys to me we go to 26, maybe lower before a pop. Way similar to what you say. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. XLM doing the same as Doge. XLM doing the same as Doge. XLM doing the same as Doge. Bitcoin. Now, one would run to XLM, right, and have to see it, but we will get to it. We'll get to it. So there's Bitcoin dominance for you. The 4-hour doesn't look great, right? Let's look at the daily, though. The daily actually wants to make a move to the upside. That worries me. That maybe we'll have some alt movement, and then Bitcoin's going to steal the show. When Bitcoin revs back to 60K, everyone's going to be back on the Bitcoin train, right? So just remind me, you might lose some altcoin gains. Just got to bring that up. Sushi just destroying the game right now. Unbelievable cup and handle this was in. Making the double cup. So now we know about the double cup. And you're going to be like, what is the double cup? Well, I just figured it out watching Cake. And now I have a new pattern to add that no one ever taught me, that I'm actually naming myself. Because look, cup and handle. So here's your cup. And again, it comes from having that pattern recognition. And then remembering where you saw it again. And then going back to those same gains. And then look, it makes another handle. So I call this the double cup. It's almost making a triple cup and handle. Like then it made another handle. Which are really just bull flags and falling wedges. But it's just funny. It's interesting to see this, man. And on its way to all-time highs. Now, sushi's not done yet either. Because it's pretty close to the 21-day moving average. You got to throw your pole up there. Keep it consistent with the overall movement. Yeah. And that's going to prop sushi up at about $11.75. So watch out for sushi, man. About to do some big things. Sushi. Sushi, baby. Sushi. We talked about the GameStop. I went over it here.
Buying it. And when a short happens is you're buying. So say you put $1,000 in. You could put a stop loss at your buy and you basically would be break even.
I'm about to throw my Doge profits in. Honestly, it's hard to say right now because there's so much action. I'm going to put them in Theta. And the reason I'm going to put them in Theta is because Theta really hasn't popped yet and it's retesting. It's loving this region here. Theta's, in my opinion, your safe bet. Why is Theta a safe bet? Because look, it pumped all the way up to about 251. It's consolidated now for a damn near a month. It's in a bowl. It's got a double bottom. It's retesting the 21-day moving average. Yeah, it has a red candle. And there's some Stoke movement here on the daily that I don't like. See how the Stokes are pointing down? Looks like we may come back down to the 181 region. But watch Theta. You might want to start nibbling into Theta. Theta's going to go to my target here at about 344. It's going to give you $150 on there. So Theta is an idea for a place to put. Look at STMX up 25%. The market's out of control at this point. Let's take a look at total and total too. Now total, man, I'm still sticking to my, look, everything is going well. Looks like we had the little dip here on the daily. Now this is the daily. Daily looks great. Stokes look like they'll come down a little bit, but they're going to point to the upside. Stokes are telling us we're breaking out of this pattern. So does the MACD, and so does the RSI. RSI is in the falling wedge, but it's pointing up. Sorry about that. That ended up in the wrong pattern. You should be able to move through sections, though. You should be able to hold shift and like drag a line from an RSI to a MACD instrument. That's a script they should implement. But look, and you can see it's starting to break out. Starting to peek its head out of the falling wedge on the RSI. This is everything I discuss in my trading system. I say find a bull flag or a pennant. Buy in the last 25%. Buy at the bottom of the pattern if you can. It's already at the top, you know, so you would want to have gotten down here, actually, if you could have. But the movement is moving. You know, this isn't you know, I'm looking at it like it's an actual stock. But this is the entire market cap for crypto. And it looks like it's about to have a huge move up to 1.4 trillion. Looks like we're about to have about $450 billion coming in to the market cap. Shout out to Arati, man. Rotation, baby. Thank you so much. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, guys. Thank you so much for coming on in to the live stream. It means the world to me that you guys are here. So shout out to every single one of you doing your thing on the live. Go to some other live, but you're probably going to miss like some awesome details. You know, it's up to you. You're never going to get the type of analysis you get from me anywhere else because it's not traditional. I'm using kind of intuition, different ideas, and yeah, I'm also looking at intricate movements in all different parts of oscillators and instruments to show you tiny changes that a lot of people overlook. So again, we're in a rising wedge, 58% chance or 68% chance of break to the downside. If we do, looks like we'll come down to 218. That doesn't make sense with the movement and the staking and all of the like just the people that are getting into the market. So I believe we will break out of this rising wedge into a parabolic gains. And this looks like we're going to go up to a 487 billion for the altcoins. Another reason why I like trading crypto, they can't halt crypto trading. They can't stop it. It's on a blockchain. They can't manipulate us like they manipulate the stock market. Look what they're doing right now. What if we were all making gains and they just decided to halt our trading, halt the stock? We're going to halt the stock now. It's not allowed to go up anymore. We're losing too much money. We need to protect you guys from stealing our money. It's not allowed to go up anymore. Come on, man. It's a freaking joke, bro. It's an It's an absolute joke. It really is. So, we went over Bitcoin. I gave you my bullish and the possible bearish retouches that we're going to have. I went over Bitcoin dominance, and it looks like altcoins want to continue to rip. I went over total and total too. I gave you the keys to the city. I showed you where we're going. I showed you the lines you have to watch for. You could recreate all these charts, and you now have what I've given to you in your palm of your hand. So there you go, my friends. You're only as powerful as what you give away. Remember that. Remember that. Okay, let's take a look at AAVE, one of my favorite buddies in the game. And what do we see here? Well, what I'm starting to see, which I think is unbelievable, right, is bulls at very higher after just huge movements. And what do we know about bulls? So look, AAVE forming a bull all the way up here, forming a cup and handle, in my opinion. That's a cup. That's a handle. Okay. It's almost like this is all what these alts know how to do. And we're with the moving average on the 30 minute. This is looking great. Break out of the cup and handle to 345. And I show you my bigger target is this one because we can put this in a flag. We can put this in basically an ascending triangle, kind of a rising wedge. Look at that. That's another pattern. So we got a cup and handle. Then I also have it inside of this, which is a rising wedge, which gives confluence to the idea that the rising wedge should break to the upside. And that gives me a bigger target for AAVE all the way here at about 395. $400 AAVE, baby. Still make 100% gains damn near from where you're at. 120 on, not totally, but 50, you know. Let's take a look at BAN, man. Some people getting, BAN moves. The fact that BAN went all the way to 11 twice, though, played games, did annoy me a little bit. Did annoy me. It was in this beautiful double bottom. Looked like it would break to the upside. But now look at band. Look what it's in. Look at that. I love these tunes. I really do. Look at that, man. That's almost a cup and handle. Look at the cup. See it? We go to like the 2 hour. Yeah, look, it's in the cup and handle too. Look at it, a giant one. Look at this. Look what we just found out. I didn't even have this drawn yet. Look at this cup and handle. That's a cup and handle, man. It really is. Look at it. It's a huge one. Remember, if you remember, I have photographic memory. Zilliqua looked very similar to this. I'll prove it to you. I will prove it to you. You could even take the length from here to here, in my opinion. But you could be conservative and take the top of that bowl, but I have a big target for this. This is a giant cup and handle, man. Like, huge. Huge. Don't play with band. And look, we got a target. $22 band, baby. $22 band. So there you go, my friends. There you go. $22 band doing its thing. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. AMC suspended. What's Wall Street's bets pumping next? Right? TA 2.0. Well, we're looking at Tootsie Roll. Honestly, Tootsie Roll says to be the next one. And I'll give you my insight and I'll tell you why. And I'll show you what's going on with Tootsie Roll. But Tootsie Roll is overextended. Yeah, they're pumping it. See? Oh, they pumped it hard. Retail pumped Tootsie Roll too. No one talked about Tootsie Roll. I knew all about it. And I'll show you how I knew about it. It's honestly, sometimes it's newsletters, man. Take a look at this. I'm part of an amazing newsletter that I've been getting for years. These guys told me how to buy Bitcoin at $500. They were telling me to buy Ethereum at around $10. So they've made some amazing calls. But look, Tootsie Roll still hasn't once been mentioned by the mainstream media as a short squeeze stock. How does CNBC not realize by talking about GameStop 24/7, they're the ones who keep squeezing it higher? As the companies like AMC begin to take advantage of the situation by printing new shares and diluting the market, we believe the focus will soon shift away from GameStop and AMC and onto TR as the biggest #1 short squeeze play, because by far it has the strongest fundamentals of all these companies. There's no chance of TR diluting the market because they have been repurchasing their stock for 24 consecutive years. Okay? So Tootsie Roll, man. A big stock to short. Blink. Blink charging. Insiders are rushing for the exit. For the last 3 days straight, a director of BLK sold 60,000 shares, totaling a sold of 180,000 shares worth $9.5 billion. They know that BLK is temporarily inflated because it's the only EV charging stock at the time. But this will change in 2 weeks when the dominant market share leader in the EV charging space, ChargePoint, goes public. Very few people know that ChargePoint will begin trading in 2 weeks, but when it does, nobody will want to own BNLK. At 522x revenue, when they will be able to invest in ChargePoint at a much faster growing, higher quality company that will be trading for 87 times revenue, right? You're going to see like, look, Blink is trading at 522 times its revenue, meaning its stock price cannot keep up with what the company's producing, right? You're going to see the floor pulled out from under BLNK in 2 weeks from now. So we're going to take a look at BLNK. We're going to give you that idea. So I don't go blindly on what these guys tell me, but what I do is I take their data and I run with that, right? So Blink Charging Co. Let's take a look at what's going on here with Blink. I want to see also if the charts also suggest this is about to go down pretty bad. The 2 hour, yeah, we're getting high in the Stokes too. So they're telling us, man, get ready to short the crap out of this thing. So this is why retail investors who don't know what they're doing have pumped this price really high. And what happens is once the market kind of settles out the value and Charging Point comes out, it's going to be a far better investment. And this should tank pretty far back, probably down into this level here, maybe even here. So we'll watch this. We'll keep this as an idea, okay? But that's the answer to your question, Nikolai. What's the next Wall Street bets pumping next? It's Blink and Charging Point coming out in 2 weeks. So I'm giving you guys a little cool insight there. We talked about Zilliqua. I told you I like Zilliqua. I said it's in the buy zone right here. There's your stop loss. There's your 2 sell zones. I can't be any more clear for you. And there's the trade for Zilliqua. okay? Doge, man, we should have known. Wow, man. We should have known, huh? Doge just continuing to rip. At several trading platforms, restrict stocks caught up in the Reddit-inspired Wall Street bet short squeeze. The stocks are opening regular season trade with deep drops in the red. GameStop is down. BlackBerry is down. Nokia is sliding. Express, yeah. I wouldn't get into any of these things, honestly. I have a long-term plan with what I'm doing. I'm stacking ETH. I'm mining. I'm farming EGLD with cake. Like, I got a whole plan, man. About to scalp YFI. I think it's about to boom. Look at it. I got a target of YFI at 49,000, man. See, it broke out of the bigger pennant. And look, that pennant has a target. Similar to Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin has the double trough. Man, here's your Bitcoin run up. They all make the same similar patterns at the end of the day. Remember, we were giving you this target for Bitcoin. I kept saying Bitcoin's going to 20,000, 19,000. We did it over and over again on the chart, on the channel. Stock market is broken. Welcome Gen Z to crypto, folks. Yeah, they're going to rush in today. Don't think they're not the ones buying Doge now with all their gains. Because didn't Elon Musk, doesn't he push going? Wasn't he tweeting? Isn't there a connection there? I think so. It's funny. It's not a coincidence that Doge is starting to pump today like it is. Here it comes back down. Here's the sell-off now. You think, right? It went all the way to 2.8 though. Wow, we left some money on the table, didn't we, man? Who would have thought, though? We did the right thing. We left 62% gains on the table, though. Is what it is. Shout out to Sergu, man. Love you, bro. Just for you, I'm going to go over Nano, man, because I love you, man, and I love that you love Nano. And I love you. This guy, he comes on my channel like 4 months ago. He says he loves Nano. I said, I'd like some Nano. He said, I'll give you some Nano. I immediately run to the app store. I ask him what to get. I get the app. He sends the Nano to me. He sends me $100 worth of Nano. Okay? Now, let me check my account. Let me check my Nebrium wallet, right? Is that what I'm using? Yeah, my Natrium wallet for my Nano. And I look at it, and my Nano is worth $364. Sergu gave me $100, man. He tripled that to $360, and I'm keeping that. I'm not getting out of that Nano. And so, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the Nano call. Yeah, look at Nano where it is. Low on the Stokes in the daily. The daily has huge implications, the largest time frame. And it's only a matter of time until Nano breaks to the upside. Here's your buy zone right here for Nano. Again, none of this is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor, guys. Read the description below and know that, don't do anything that I do on the channel. This is all for entertainment purposes only. But here's your buy zone right here for Nano. I like these calls with the buy zones because it kind of gives you a range where I believe is a good place to accumulate. So there's your buy zone, okay? Here's your stop loss. There's your take profit. You could also have 2 sell zones. I like to maybe sell a little bit at that previous resistance. And then we can also clone this up, move it up here, and put another one right there. And these are your sell zones, okay? Sell zone, do the same thing. Right-click this, clone it up. Grab it over here and make these charts nice and quick. Buy zone, and then we can even put in here the stop loss. I do caution you always to go into a smaller time frame and try to get in at the bottom of the pattern. Okay? This looks like it may be a little steep of a stop. Yeah, like you want to be 11% stop, really, no more than that. For me, it's like 4 or 5, and that's why I look at who you gotten in at the bottom of the pattern. Changes that percentage so much, it changes your outcome. Buying here with a 8% stop loss is completely different than buying up here right now with a 14% stop loss. You see it? You lose way more, you risk way more. And that's why what I teach, my system is crucial that you're using what I teach over and over again, and that's to buy at the bottom of the pattern, okay? To buy at the bottom of the pattern. But I still think this is the buy zone once it starts to break out. So you can wait for the breakout. It looks like it's really beginning to break out. Look, it's peaking out of the high right here. Wait for a candle to close in the 1 hour, and that would be my indication. Now, what you could also do is the stop, once you get in and that happens, the stop loss moves right in here now, into this area. And the reason is because you want to be in this section here. So your stop loss is here, because if we break back into the pattern, it negates the idea that we're breaking out. And then you can, so now your new trend becomes, the upper trend becomes your new trend. So this is how actually I might play this now. Stop loss at 8%, you know, and wait for this candle to close. But I like Nano a lot right here. It's going to be an official call in a second on my channel. So Nano, I'm liking what I'm seeing right here for Nano. Buy the breakout of Nano, or just, you know, you could get in right now. It is more risky, far more risky, but you could get in right now and have a stop loss at the outside the pattern. Okay, but that's my call for Nano right now, and kind of clear and dry for you. About Nano, which wallet is better between Exodus or Natrium? I have no idea. I like Natrium. Cool. It will go to 1K. 1K for Nano, man. That'd be unbelievable. Lifer, what's your target on CRV if you have it under your radar? CRV, man. That's one coin I don't trade a lot for whatever reason. You know, I guess because it's like hundreds and hundreds of coins and I can't always be on every one of them. But let's take a look at CRV. Okay. I want to look at that daily. I'm spending a lot more time on the daily, if you've noticed, because the market's less. The market has more substantial money behind it, and so the bigger moves make more sense. This cup and handled kind of already boomed up. Look, it's kind of falling down. It's got bearish momentum. Has a little flip up here. This is important. See how it's flipped up? That tells you a little more will come actually on the daily, but the Stokes are pointed down. So it looks like we'll go sideways for a little while. Target for it, I would just go to the 30-minute, try to find a flag, pen it, see what you got. So here you go. And here's your target now. I teach you guys to do this yourselves. I'm not a magician. And that may sound rude, but I'm just trying to make you guys as proficient as me. I want 10 of me in that group. So when I wake up in the morning, you guys already posted 10 of these for me. And you guys are giving me the trades. That's the point here, right? The point is I give you this free value now every day in the live. You do the due diligence, and then you give me some of that value back when you know how to trade. You start hooking me up. Because I can't have 1,000 eyes on this market, but with you guys, we can. 50 of us is 100 eyes, right? So check it out, man. CRV target is right here at about $3. So there's your target for CRV. And you can see how I was able to achieve that. No Fibonacci retracements, no craziness, just a target, you know. And you could do a fib extension if you want on this impulse move here. So here we can go over here to fib extensions. Your trend-based fib extension, you need 3 touches. You come up to this, and then you come down. You need an impulse for a fib extension. Super important, okay? And we're going to line up with this wick here. And that looks like, look, that actually coincides exactly with the fib extension at the 618, the 2618. Interesting. So, hey, you have confluence there, and I like to see that. So, did the same TA on sushi, and it played out well, pretty well, right? Amazing. So let's go into the comments now. Doge not stopping. Stock market is broken. Welcome to the Gen Y crypto folks. Yep. Lifer, shout out to Levi 502. UOS took off as charted. Amazing, man. YFI 70K. Hey, it could do it. It could do it. S&M. My scalp target is 36K short term. I'm gonna ride that scalp with you, man. I'm gonna ride that scalp. Okay. Okay, now let's look at XLM doing its thing. Just went by ICX too, though, my baby. Isaiah, man, I know this has been on JD's radar. He talks about this a lot in the stock market. That thing's been on a tear of tears. Key did its thing. I mean, it doesn't matter what you were in. If you held it and you were in it long enough, you made money. Look at it. The only person who didn't make money is the person who skipped around, who was in a coin for a couple days and decided, I don't want to be in this anymore. Doge finally crashed, baby. Yeah, I mean, that's why you can't look at those misses. Like, we made a good hit. Like, look, now it's right back pretty much where we sold it at. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Doge is a pump and dumper, man. I mean, you know, but look, it's actually getting reset on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute. Does it want more? I mean, and it has, look, hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up. Swing low to swing low. That tells you that the trend will continue. I mean, 9 out of 10 times that continues. I kind of want to make a trade on this right now just to prove the hidden bullish divergence continues, right? But it may not be a big, yeah. I mean, the 15-minute wants to take us down. So I'm not going to fight the 15-minute. I'm not going to fight the 4-hour. I'm not going to fight the daily, right? The daily actually just getting started. Pretty interesting. The daily just getting started, but yeah. Izia did 10x from my initial call. Somebody got wrecked. Yeah, man. It wasn't us, though. It wasn't us. I mean, that's why you do what you're supposed to do. Dude, EGLD at 58. I mean, guys, how much do I talk about EGLD? I made it my baby around $22. I made it my baby, and I said, you are my baby now. And I was late. I felt I was so late on it. I saw it at 10, 12, 15. Like, I should have 5x'd, 6x'd already. You know? I've only done basically a 1.5x at this point, which is sad, right? I only made 150%. It's not good enough. My family will disown me as a crypto trader because I didn't make 10,000x. That's how it feels, though, in this type of environment, right? It's like, damn, man, you know. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. We got 26 people watching. Can we get the 20 likes, man? Yo, Hotcoin has been a coin that I put my buddy in. I put him in Hotcoin. Look, down here. I put him in on, look at this, on October of 2019. In October of 2019, at 12:46 p.m., I bought Hotcoin with $100 of his money. And I told him one day I'm going to hand him $10,000 back. And he kind of believes me. But I'm pretty sure I will, man. I'm pretty sure I will. Right? But let's see. I want to see how much his investment is right now. Can I hide this? I love this track. It's weird though. Where is his Hotcoin? Oh, I'm gonna have to go to 50 of these. And here's my these are my temporary bags. They change in this account. My long-term account's a little bigger, but these are my bags. AAVE, Ethereum, VeChain, IOST, Waves, Ocean, Icon, Theta, Zilliqua, Oasis, Rose, BNB coin. Got a little tether hanging out there. YFI up. We're gonna take that scalp on YFI. Anchor. I'm like an Anchor. XRP, Chainlink, Holochain, Hotcoin. That's what we just talked about. Up 25% today. Finally making a move. Unbelievable. Am I finally in the green? Let me take a look. Hotcoin. Almost. We put $100. He has $80 now. This thing has been sitting for months, right? Band, 1inch, Sushi Swap, Civic, Bitcoin. Then these are done. NRV token, EDO, and Substratum. They don't trade anymore. EGLD, baby. That's being staked. So this is like a tiny bit that got left over. DIA, Pancake Swap, man, my cake, baby. Nano, Cardano, Sand, Bitcoin Cash, Tezos, Basic Attention Token. And I hold so many more. Stoge moving. Government has gotten way too large. FS, they're the largest employer in the country. Time for a political enema. Yeah, man. I agree, bro. I agree. Government was never supposed to be that big, right? Dude, we're having a real issue getting to 900 subs. I have a hard time believing that we didn't get 1 sub last night. I have a hard time believing that we can't get to 1,000 subs. Like, my channel is just going to stand still. We got 100 subscribers in a couple days. I got 500 subscribers in 2 weeks, man. And now ever since we got the strike on the channel and I had to build back up for the month, I just can't seem to get the movement. And I think it's something to do with SEC, you know. So everything is moving right now. Everything. Like, it's insane. And I showed you, man, we're about to have billions of dollars coming into the market. Billions. Let's look at XLM. You guys were saying XLM is flying off the charts. The daily is about to have its rip. Yeah. You're right. Look, they're all on the rising wedge, the bull flag. They're all ready to rock on the daily. The daily says, hey, I want more. I want more, man. And this is how you know you're in a bull run, right? In a regular run, look, this is how you know you're in a bull run. In a regular run, price goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it makes a good trajectory, but then look down, up. Now look up, down only a little bit, never back to the point, right? Never back to that initial. Now up, down only a little bit, never back to this, you know, and then up and down. And now we're starting to see some huge trend changes. Big trend change. Like that is like when you can't make your line too straight, when you have to start making the parabola. But when you have to start making a parabola to track it, that's when you know things are getting heavy. Things are getting heavy duty, right? XLM up 11%. Let's take a look at the 1 hour and how the 1 hour looks. Still in this falling wedge, has not broken out yet, or bull flag, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, when it peaks out here, then it will be a complete buy. But it's on its way and moving and moving. XLM, man. Okay, XRP, I sold it at 28. It would come all the way back down on the 15-minute to 24.5 on the 27th yesterday. Got bought back up though, and now it's kind of forming a level. If it breaks this level, it looks like it can gap back up to 28. And if it breaks that, it's going to gap back up to 28.7 on the 15-minute. Still in a falling wedge though, right? Still kind of in a downtrend in the bigger time frame. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. What do we see for XRP? Yeah, to me, it's still in like a strange channel. Kind of want to delete my old work and just look at it for what it is right now. But look at that Bart Simpson. But it's kind of in this, you know, it's in this trend line here. Watch for it to break this trend line. I feel like it could come all the way back down here. So, scary business for XRP, but I'm still bullish, as you can see by my drawing, but I'm not saying that we can't get lower. I mean, but that says we could go to 9 cents. I don't know about that. I really don't, but we could touch that low at 17 or 10. We'll see, man. We are making higher lows in a new trend, though, so you just got to watch this trend line. It's extremely important we don't break this trend line here. I'll just overlay it with a white line. But see this? We got to start making this trend here. So we got to start doing this. We got to start doing this, or we're going to start doing that. Right? So just something to think about. Okay. Uma Kusama, baby, right? Isn't this UMA? Oh no, that's KSM. This is UMA. I actually like UMA. Look what's going on with UMA, man. Look, it's in the bowl, guys. And what happens when the bowl ends up at the right side? Where does the bowl go? That's a cup and handle. Look. Sometimes you can't make it perfect. You kind of have to just make it work. But look at that. That's a cup and handle on UMA. If I've ever seen one. So look at that cup and handle, guys. Right? For UMA. No one really talks about this as much. It's not getting a lot of play. But they're all getting out of their holes, man. They're all getting out. They're like, all right, we're breaking out. We're going to do our thing. UMA, man, looks like it's about to rip. So put that on your radar. Look at the 4 hour. About to make a move. Needs a little more downside inside of the handle. Looks like the handle may go down a little bit until it goes up. Now, I told you Unify should be following Uni. So look for Unify to continue to the upside. Is getting spent, though, on the daily. So that's something I will, yeah, you kind of have to wait for that. But it's kind of a cup and handle, too. Unify. People aren't bringing it up again as much as Uni. Uni holding 14. Tweezer tops, these usually bode for some bearish momentum when you have tweezer tops. See that? Tweezer top candles. And, you know, 2 big sell-offs in a row at the top of the pattern. And I showed you, I drew your Fibonacci for this, and I already have you waiting here at the 382, at 1098, possibly at the 0.5 at 983. And there's a chance we could get all the way back to 859. Again, it has to kiss the 21-day moving average. It's not going to stay that far away. So the 21 is going to have to come up. It looks like it'll touch right there with the 382. So I think Uni's going to retrace a little bit. It had a run of runs. And, you know, I could be wrong, but right now I see a retracement for Uni. Let's take a look at it on the 4 hour. 4 hour actually wants to reset, though. We could see one more push-up. One more push-up for Uni. Because, look, it looks like it's going to continue to the downside on the 4 hour, right? Why is that? Because the Stokes want to curl a little more. Little bit of bearish momentum on the MACD. And boom. We take the length of that pole. And that puts us up in here, right? And gives you a Uni target of 21. Maybe before the daily kicks in and does do that reset. So interesting. Interesting to say the least. Okay, I was reading up on UMA yesterday. Thanks for this chart. Yeah, man. Bitstamp. Go look at XRP USD. I'm not going to go look at the Bitstamp. I'm sorry. I think we just did XRP, man. It's cool, man. 9 cents. I will look into XRP. Yeah, for sure. Check out DOT. You guys have any charts you want me to go over too? Post the charts in the Telegram. If you're new to the group, if you're new, you're just watching my stream for the first time, join the group in the Telegram. Join my Telegram, the Crypto Lifer Trading Group. That's going to be really where you get a lot of information and you figure things out. You actually get a lot of help if you're a beginner. If you're not sure what's going on, jump on in to the live and then jump on in to the trading room, you know. SHR having some serious issues. Look at this wick for it. What is this all about? That's some shady business, man. KuCoin. Or this is on Bittrex. I mean, look at that wick down at 007. Ugh. Doge seems to be running on being added as a flare asset. Interesting. Dogecoin becoming a flare asset. Dogecoin and the Flare network. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Doge Flare network. Dogecoin will be implemented into XRP's utility fork Flare. Dogecoin will be implemented in XRP's utility fork Flare networks. The Flare network community has voted to implement Doge as an F asset. In a poll by the Flare networks asking SLM, Bitcoin Cash, or Bitcoin SV, Stellar Lumens received 81% and could thus be the next to be integrated. In a poll on Twitter, the Flare network community voted in favor of launching Dogecoin as an F asset, a Flare-based synthetic asset. The startup, which is financially supported by Ripple, is set to launch its mainnet by May this year and is deemed a utility fork for the XRP ledger. With a total of 1,546 votes, of which 53.1 were in favor of implementing Doge and 46% against, Doge will be the third available F asset on Flare's mainnet alongside XRP and Litecoin. Though the integration, Doge will be available to be used on the Flare network along with smart contracts similar to Ethereum. Doge on Flare. An F asset is a representation of another cryptocurrency on Flare with a 1-to-1 ratio of an asset from any other blockchain. Therefore, one F Dogecoin on Flare must have the same value as one Doge outside the network. Flare Network CEO Hugo Fillon stated that the F asset protocol is intended to bring as much value from the crypto market to Flare and facilitate the entry of new markets into that network. But won't that take away from the regular coin because people won't own that coin? So say you have $700 billion comes into the market, but 350 goes into the Doge F asset and 350 goes into Doge. And I'm not saying that, I'm just, want to take away from the initial coin? I'm just bringing that up. It's just an idea. What do you guys think? But that's big news. Does Elon Musk celebrate the Doge implementation? Other community members jokingly indicated that Tesla and SpaceX CEO will celebrate the Doge implementation. On several occasions, Musk has shown his support for the cryptocurrency. Whether it's a joke or funny, but yeah, he loves the Doge, man. He does the Doge. Ethereum approaches its all-time high as on-chain data suggests continued uptrend. Of course. So things going well in the crypto space today. So we went over total 2, we went over Bitcoin dominance. Everything looks like we're in a great place. What a good place to be right now, right? 1 inch over $3. Come on now. I'm staking that thing. Accounts at all-time highs. Things are just ripping. We just need to get to 1,000 subs, man, so we can kind of get over that hump. We need to get over that hump and move on to 1,000 subs. And that's the plan, right? That is the plan. Bot, a lot, not many people on my channel even asked or talked about bot. But bot was ripping yesterday and the day before, right? Beating down on the Bitcoin pair. Let's look at bot now, down 11%. But I mean, look at the rip that it did. From September 25th, it went up. I think like 600%, guys. Like something. Look at this, 258%. So I misspoke a little bit. Wow. Bot. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it stands for. Bot. XTZ. I like XTZ where it's at right now, forming a bit of a consolidative moment here. And it's in a new channel. You can see it. It's in this new channel, and it's at the bottom of the channel. I played AAVE like this. So you can just pattern trade this from here to here. 15% gains for XTZ. And the bigger picture, this thing is ready to go too with the daily on the low. Oh, this is the one that doesn't have the daily ripping too much, but look at the lack of bearish momentum. The daily still looks like it wants to go up too. So everything looking good for XTZ. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Okay. RLC 128, 129. Interesting. This coin, look, it's in the bull. Every time we see a bull, guys, you should know what to do. Every time you just look for making bulls, and when you can make a bull, boom. This thing looks like it's only a matter of time, right? Because we've been seeing this pattern over and over again. Look, it broke this trend. RLC, man. Just making my work exactly perfect. Out of the rounded bowl too. So got some resistance here, tiny bit right there, and of course that high that you have to break. Also, it's in a bit of a cup and handle, even though it's not the most perfect cup and handle. See this crazy cup here? It's got a crazy cup. Bit of a funky handle. But dude, even somewhat of a double bottom. This thing is about to rip. Interesting. Interesting. Daily wants to reset a little bit though. You know, I'd watch it closely, but I'm just putting that on your radar, man. Ren likes to rip too. And the daily is getting set on all these coins. Look at the daily on every one of these coins. They're just like, all right, we had a little reset and now we're going to break off. Yes, yes. Lifer, morning to you all. Chief Dubas, man, my man. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Let's do a roll call. Roll call coming for you guys. Roll call. Here comes the roll call. Okay. Shout out to XRP Muser. Shout out to Jose Saba. Shout out to Jose Pedro Valverde Patricio. Shout out to Von Deer. Bought your call. Killed it, bro. Thank you. Anytime, man. Anytime. Jesse B, man. Shout out to you, my dude. XRP Musa. The Musa. Shout out to Legendary. Shout out to Trade Intuition. Thank you so much for coming on in here, man. Really appreciate it. Jeremiah. Shout out to Bagwell33. Shout out to BS Social Swap, my dude. My man. Shout out to Wyatt Schilling. Never seen you, man. Thank you for coming on to the live stream. Noj Dogecoin talk. We talked about Dogecoin that's the first thing I talked about. Chris Conlon, CME. We discussed this, the GameStop. We went over that as well. We gave you guys everything you wanted to get out of the show today. We really did. Oswaldo Solis, my man. Thank you for coming in. Chrissy Fouts. Chrissy, we can't have a show without you, Chrissy. Don't be missing my lives, Chrissy. We need you. St. Elmo, my dude, man. Thank you. You were like the last person to comment on the live stream yesterday. Ross Bush, it's been too long. Ross, you got to come get your session, man. Stop playing games. Enough is enough, dude. Ross reached out to me, said, I really want training. I really want a tutoring session. He paid for it. And I just keep reaching out to him. And he's like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'm a big procrastinator. And I'm sorry to call you out, Ross. I just want you to get that knowledge, man, the one-on-one. And you already paid for it. So you deserve it, you know. XRP Muser, Jose Pedro, Oswaldo, Ross Bush, my dude. Mitman16. Sorry, I missed the first part of the stream. We'll catch up later. After the two-handled cup. Yeah, babe, the double-handled cup. Arati, my man. Thank you for coming on in here. Eddie DC, dude. Eddie, man. Can't have a stream without you, man. Bagwell33. My team, man. Arthur L. XLM on the move. Thank you for your comment. D. Harrison. Stock market is broken. Welcome to Gen Z Crypto, folks. I love that he said that. The future capitalist up here in the live stream. Chief Dubas. Making the movement move. It's been a minute since I seen you with the dabby dabs. They be dabbing. My dude. All my people's in here, man. Thank you guys so much for coming into the live stream. You guys make it what it is. You guys propel me to the top. And without you, I would never have a damn thing. What do you charge for some training one-on-one? It's $100 for 1 hour, but I will give you the greatest hour of your life. I'll give you risk management. I will give you how to find your stop loss with an equation. I will show you how to do risk-reward ratio, where what you risk is always way less than what you gain. And I will teach you how to create stop losses, targets, how to watch moving averages, how to use all these oscillators to your advantage, plus some things I'm not going to bring up right now that you will get exclusively. Also, consulting free. In that whole hour, you also get tips and tricks for the coins that I'm holding. I'll show you my whole portfolio. I'll tell you my next few moves for the next few months. And I will give you an amazing personal data that you don't normally get on the live stream. So if that sounds amazing, come on into my Telegram, hit the link, sign yourself up for a scheduling, get onto the schedule, and get tutored. And get yourself where you want to be in crypto. If you like what you see here, if you like how I display this information, if you think it's clear, if you think it's concise, if you back-tested half of these ideas, if you've been watching my stream for the last month, and multiple coins that I discussed have gone up 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, then maybe you want to get a one-on-one with me, because that will propel you. That 1 hour you spend with me will have you excel yourself to a level that you wouldn't even believe. I did it with other mentors to get to my level where I'm at. And if I didn't get mentorship, I'd still be kind of what they call flopping and groping, trying to figure my own way out, which is fine. You can do that. It might take you 5 years, but with me, I might excel you like a lot. I have close friends in here. XRP musers know me for 20 years, man. 20 years. And he's not there going to say, he's known me for 20 years. You know, I have long-standing relationships. I am an honorable person with integrity, and I will only give you everything that you could backtest on your own to find out if what I tell you is true. So look at PRQ USDT. This is Parsec. I see Parsec going all the way to 270, forming this channel right here in this wedge. Look, coming down here on the daily, about to have a rip, about to take it to that next level. Okay, let's go to CoinTrader Pro. This is a free software. I'm also going to show you how to do this stuff for free, so you don't have to do all this stuff. Look at CoinTelePro, FBI records, the vault. Look what I just found after Wow, the FBI's FOI library contains files of public interest and historical value in compliance with the National Archives and Record. Some of these records are no longer in physical possession, eliminating the FBI's capability to review and or repossess this material. Please note this information found in these files may not reflect the current beliefs, positions, and policies currently held by the FBI. I just hit this accidentally. CoinTelePro. I was trying to write CoinTrader Pro. Wow. Gangs and extremist groups, gangster era. Wow. The FBI files in the vault. Like, this is... I just tripped on this. I didn't even want to do this, but I'm gonna bookmark that. It's crazy what you find when you just misspell stuff on the internet. Unbelievable. And that's why we call the show the Crypto Lifer Show, because this is my life. CoinTrader chart viewer. We're gonna hit YFDI. This helps you chart things that are like, you know, that maybe they're hard to find on TradingView and stuff like that. So look at my YFDI. It formed this flag, came out, doing a retest, but I believe I have a target here at about $5,600. The daily is resetting on the Stokes, does want to come down. So it looks like we'll go sideways or retest here. That's something sad to see, but so far so good for YFDI. YFDI pays you percentages, 6% a month in staking rewards. And it can continue to go up. I got into YFDI around $1,500. It's now worth $3,322 a coin, right? And it's forming a bit of a wedge here, kind of a flag. Almost in a cup and handle here too, guys. Look at this. Look at this. To me, that's a cup. That's a cup and handle, guys. I mean, I keep finding them even after we're up in the top area. That's a cup and handle. Ready to explode. I got my target. So there's another call I'm going to give you guys. You could wait for the daily to reset. Stokes are actually low on the 4-hour though. It tells you that we may boom out of this and start to move out before that daily kicks in for a retest. So, I like what I'm seeing right now for YFDI. Interesting, to say the least. All right. Crypto Lifer is the most friendly on YouTube streams. Best reviews too. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I just watched and gained a lot. Legend, bro. Made good money. Unbelievable, man. Thank you. Dot, please. So sorry. Let's get back into Dot. You asked about Dot a few times now, Muser. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yikes. Look at Dot doing its thing. I mean, look, it's touching the 21-day moving average on the daily. That's what you want to see. That's how you know you're ready for your next move. Look, we did it right here. I can show it. I can show you the last two instances we touched. Right here we touched, boom. Right here we touched, boom, and we're about to touch, and boom. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. The Stokes are low on the daily, and you can see I'm using more daily time frames. Not really messing with that 1 hour anymore. I'm not really messing with the 15, 20 minute, unless we have to find an entry. But look, when we're forming bull flags and we're able to see some established price action here on the daily, then what do you think we're going to see in the 4 hour? We're going to see a beautiful flag. Look at that. Nice consolidation, right? So Dot consolidating clearly here, forming yet a, can we bowl it? Like we talk about, if you can put a bowl on this, then you can buy the accumulative areas. You know, maybe the bowl is longer or bigger. We're not sure where the bowl is going to be, but this is looking unbelievable. 17.10 right now for DOT. And look, my target for that is $30. Remember, parachains have to buy a lot of DOT to be entered, to basically take part inside of the ecosystem. So DOT has to be bought up. The 4 hour is kind of high in the Stokes, but we could double top here. And all that tells me is we're just going to stay in this wedge for a little while. And then when that daily kicks in, because the daily is about to reset, we're ready to go. So I like where DOT is at right now. I think accumulating DOT in this area is good. I think the lowest, I think you'll be able to get it back maybe 14.70.15. So look for DOT to kind of go up and down in this area. I'll give you my projections yet again. So look for DOT to kind of do something like this, and then hopefully break out, retest, and then do what it does. Yeah, I really like where DOT's at right now. Hi everyone, I hope you guys doing okay. Thank you so much for Expect the Unexpected. Thank you so much for coming in. 25 likes, 23 watching. That's how it's done. 29 watching, 30 likes. I look down and boom. And you know what? It's not even about, the likes are great because what they do is they help you guys meet people you love. They help you bring in people that you want to meet. It sends out the frequency to the channel, gets people kind of in there, gets people connected. I found a lot of channels that talk big picture use cases and don't offer that much tech analysis. You are by far the best at what you do from what I've seen. Hey, thank you so much for saying that. That's why I wake up in the morning. That's why I keep doing. No one know more. Is Dogecoin worth buying? You're almost at 1K. I know we need to get to 1K. I made 200 on it and wondering if I should sell. I mean, we just sold, and I can teach you. All right. He just asked a great question. A beginner wants to know when you should sell. So we're going to give you a tutoring course right now for free since we have a nice audience right now and you guys really like this type of content. Let me show you what I would do and why, and we'll use Doge as an example. So you're sitting in Doge, okay? First of all, when you're in something like this, you need to get to the 15-minute. You need to get to a smaller time frame because things are out of control. Now, if you saw our channel, what we do and what I talk about, and look, I backtest everything I show you. So look, we'll look at Doge in the bigger time frames here. Now, hard to see actually when Doge is going down. Let's try to find a Doge uptrend. But I want to use the 15-minute specifically because it's going to help me explain what I'm doing. Okay, so here's a Doge uptrend. Okay, so we're in a similar pattern now. Okay, so you're comparing. So backtest. So look, Doge got high away. This is my white line. I keep 5 moving averages: the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. Okay, if you're not sure how to add them, you can go to FX right here and just type in 5MA. Okay, and there it is by Inlander. And then you can change them to the colors that I have if you'd like. And if you'd like to follow along with me, then here's my settings. The inputs are 21, 50, 80, 100, and 200. And the styles are these colors: white, red, purple, blue, and yellow, going from top to bottom, 21 to 200. Okay, now you could pause that and you could write that stuff down. Now take a look here. When we get away from the 21, price comes down. When we get away from the 21-day moving average, price comes down. When we get away from the 21-day moving average, price comes down. Whenever I'm about, if I can take my thumb and put my thumb on the chart and price is a thumbnail away from the white line, I know it's a good place to take profit. So right there, a good place. Also, it's the same on the bottom. When we go far away on the bottom, we snap back. Same on the top. So we're going to take this, what I just showed you. So look, just to kind of be, you sell here. That will also coincide with being oversold. I'm overbought, I mean, which is being high on the stochastics. So the stochastics are up here and you're up. Also another place right here. And that also coincides with bearish divergence and things of that nature. So we use all this stuff that I learned. And now let's go back to the beginning of the chart. Right? And you can see, what do you see here? Well, you saw how far away the price got from the 21-day moving average, right? It got extremely far. And whenever I'm that far, I take profit. So I sold here. We sold a little early. We sold at about 1.7. We sold right around here. We did not. It looked huge. Look, the gap was already very large. And the 21-day moving average was right here. So we missed this section. And you can't, you're not going to sell. The ideal trader knows how to make money. You don't always get the perfect bottom and you don't always get the perfect top, but you make money in here. The perfect trader, the guy who stays consistent, the guy who you see all the time, he makes money in this section here. So we sold Doge. We did. Now, if you want to get back in, I would just wait for the daily to reset. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, actually, daily's kind of hot. I'd wait for the 4-hour to reset. These stokes are going to curl back and come back down. When they come back down, that would be your next entry because the daily still looks hot. So you use the 4-hour and the daily to find your next entry. Now, you can also go to the 15-minute, look for a flag, something of that nature. So now you can take a look and you start looking for patterns that break out 68% of the time on the 15-minute. And right now, we're forming a bit of a rising wedge. What I do see, though, what I did see on the 1-minute was hidden bullish divergence, right? It's funny, I did say that. Remember when we got out of the trade, I was like, well, I see hidden bullish. Tells me that the trade should continue to the upside. We are touching the 21-day moving average, too, right here. It's interesting. I personally would leave it alone. It's already had a big run up. I would leave it alone, we sold it. If you want to go back to the beginning of the channel, you can see my actual live sell too as well. Let's take a look at H-bar, man. Let's take a look at H-bar. H-bar at 09105. Let's see what's happening with H-bar right now. 4-hour just had a cross, starting to make a move, breaking out of this falling wedge. So here you put H-bar in this falling wedge. It's crazy how quick you just start seeing these things, man. And you guys can get to my level. All it took was a few years. It's not going to take you 30 years to get this good. It could take you 7 months if you really, it could take you 2-3 months if you go hard every night. But eventually your subconscious mind will have everything for you. It remembers it, and then it recalls it when you need it. And pretty simple, pretty crazy. But there you go, man. That's H-bar. This is my target for H-bar. Just having a cross, too. We are high in the Stokes on the 4-hour. That tells me that we may go sideways now, though. These could double top, and that could kind of make us do something like that. But then maybe it's going to go sideways and up. This has to come back down. Then it will rip. So kind of giving you your storyline, right? We're about to touch the 21-day moving average. That's a key point, or wicked close to it. I like that on the daily. That's strong. And look, we're actually having the Stokes are getting low on the daily. So only a little more downside, if that. And also, this MACD is about to cross, but it might actually flatten out and go up again. We'll see. It's showing some signs of what's called a flip up, meaning it's not going to want to make a cross. And also, the Stokes override the MACD. So I'm almost positive we're going to get like tiny bit of bearish momentum, like maybe a little bit of a histogram here. And it looks like we're going to be heading up to the upside. So yeah, I see a target of H-bar at 13 from 9, where you're at 9. Shout out to XRP Muser. When everyone was not really paying attention, he made a call on that. He made a stone cold call on that. And I just want to call him out for that because he did an amazing call. And a lot of people weren't talking about it. So he kind of went against the grain. Every other coin was up. He said, what about H-bar, man? Hasn't done its thing yet. Only sitting at 3-4 cents, man. It's only a matter of time. And he was 100% right, spot on with that, right? And that's why we have the group of lifers. I can't know every single thing. I try to, but right, eventually I take my daughter sledding. Eventually I have a job. Eventually I do something else. And I can't be in the market. And I give you guys my 2-3 hours every single morning. You know, I give it to you, and I give you everything I have in those 2-3 hours. I really do, man. I'm exhausted when I'm done. I'm exhausted. Like, my stomach hurts. My abs hurt from just like constantly talking, you know. Anyway, 65% on ETH, going up to about 22,257, breaking out of the rising wedge. We're low on the daily. Stokes about to point out. So everything is ready to go. Look, about to move in this, about to move in that. ETH is a screaming buy right now. I keep telling people to put as much as they can in ETH. Pools does look hot. Let's take a look at Pools. P-O-L-S. Pools. Pools is Polka Starter. Polls. It is a hot coin, man. On Uniswap for wrapped ETH, you can see the USDT pair on Poloniex. Damn, how come it's not on a lot of big exchanges? It's only on some of these weird, you know, pools, man. Polls, Polka Starter. I'll take a look at for the, I like looking at the Uniswap pair because that's where I would be getting it, right? So for me, kind of have to look at that Uniswap pair. It's forming the bull, man. It's forming the bull, which means, hey, it wants to gain on ETH a little bit, right? Almost a bit of a cup and handle. Am I wrong here? Look, there's your cup, and there's your handle. So this is looking very bullish. I like this music. I like it way better than the raging techno. It just eases my mind. I think it eases your guys' mind. It makes everyone at ease, and it's nice. No one wants to come here and like be bombarded, right? They want a nice, easy tones. Let me bring the music up a little bit for you guys. You guys could barely hear it. My bad. I didn't realize. So there we go, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 34 likes, man. You guys rock. But yeah, I see polls going on. Polka Starter, man. On the ETH pair too, which is pretty interesting. Let's look at PHA. I don't even know what that is yet. So that's why I love this. Fala for wrapped ETH. This thing did a pump. And now it's consolidating. Touching the 21-day moving average on the daily and about to reset. You're right. This looks hot right now, honestly. Actually, dude, I might take the Doge Nikolai, throw it into ETH, and go on Uniswap and grab this follow right now. This thing looks like it's brand new, and I think it's gonna rip City. Wow, Fala. 4 hour kind of wants to do a reset. It's hanging out, touching the 200-day moving average. It's a bit of a cup and handle, if I'm wrong. I mean, I know I'm saying that on every single thing, but I get to make a cup and a handle like constantly. I mean, there's a cup and handle for follow wrapped ETH. I believe I'm gonna take this trade, man. Thank you so much. I learned something new, man. I just put my Doge profits in ETH. Okay. Or you could wait for a 1-inch dip. I mean, you know. So we're getting a little dip in the coins now. Let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. Must be kind of dropping a little bit. Yep, 31.7. Doing its thing. Playing games. So here's my window. Now, someone showed Joe. Shout out to Joe, Trading Intuition. This is all the stuff that you did. And I believe you can kind of like couple it. Or hit shift. You should be able to highlight it all, right? Look at all my work though, it's crazy. You hit control and it holds it down. You have to hit control on all of them. Anyway, what you want to do is eventually make a book out of this. Object tree. Manage layout drawings. Binance BTC. Yeah, and like that should be the drawing. Oh, 69 drawings. And now I have them. And I should be able to take them off now. You know? Like, oh, that takes the price away. Interesting. Yeah. I don't have this figured out all the way. You're supposed to be able to put it into a folder. Joe told me, but I'm not going to sit here and highlight every one of these to put them in a folder. See, like that? It's got to be a faster way. You should just be able to, select all, you know? Like Alt A, Control A. You can't. Weird. Group 1, and then maybe you can drag these into a group and whatever, man. That's too much work for me at the moment. Potcoin. You know, Potcoin was one of the first coins I ever traded. Thank you so much, Crypto Lifer. I'm so blessed to be here. Hey, that's the type of people we want. We want people that know that they're blessed. If you're blessed, then you're here. It's kind of simple. Like, I'm blessed, so I made this channel, right? And now I get you guys in my lives. So we all infectious among each other. We create the energy that we all want, and we form the group that we want to have of positive love and energy. If you're not positive in my group, I got rid of people that were just certain people. Hey, why did you get me out of your group? And I know I got some hate for it, but you know what? If I saw someone consistently being kind of nasty or hey, just saying things that I just found to be negative energy, low frequency. When I see someone in my group that's low frequency, they're out. They're out. They're out. And low frequency means that you're in a place where you're lashing out at everybody. You're upset about your losses. You don't want to do due diligence. You're not, and I'm not saying I'm not trying to help someone who's, sometimes I'm in a bad place, right? I'm not trying to say we're not here for you. Let's talk it out. DM me. Let's go over what's hurting you. Some people hit a session. They say, I'm losing a lot of money, and hold shift while selecting the drawings, then right click any one of them and create the new group. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it should be shift. Okay, there it is. Shift. All right, there we go. Excellent. Yeah, I'm about to say I should, because I'm a video editor and I always use shift. I'm like, why did I forget shift in the live stream? It's like I had a mind mess up. Weird. Oh, because they don't do. And then hold shift when selecting the drawings, then right click any one of them to create a new group. Right click, visual order, bring front to backs, and yeah, not so much, right? You said hold shift and then right click to make a group. Not happening. Anyway, I don't want to waste time on this. Okay. So, I'll get into it another day. I'm not going to waste your guys' time playing games with that. Anyway, it already got me upset because like I'm OCD and I want to move the show forward. I don't want to play games, you know. Cody kind of falling out of this pattern that it was in. But in my opinion, this could be a cup and handle too. Like so. To me, Cody's in a cup and handle, and it's about to move, right? And it was in a double cup. See, there's your cup, handle, cup, handle. It's kind of the double-handled cup again. So, yeah, man, Cody doing its thing. Doing its thing. So, unbelievable. I think it's about to break out of this. And look, what the chart conveys, I don't like to use the word think, what the chart conveys is that we're going all the way up to about 9 on Cody. Now, I don't own any Cody. And Cody's big. Cody makes moves. 4 hours a little not ready to go. The daily can go down a little more before we rip, but that is a cup and handle, guys. You can clearly see it. I mean, yeah. Interesting. BLZ doing its thing. Let's take a look at some things that are in the dirt right now. What's down? And look, GameStop gets pounded. Look at that. And that's why I told people to be careful. Like, I know people who are trying to buy it today. Like, I'm going to get in. It's going to keep. They say it's going to 500. And I'm like, dude, man, just be careful. Like, be careful. And you know what they did is they stopped them from getting access to their own stuff. And look, I told you, always sell when you're that far away from the 21-day. There's the 21-day moving average. Look how far we were. Snaps back. Always comes back to the 21-day moving average. Always. I don't care what you're in. I don't care what you know. And that's why I never even bat an eyelash. And I had a friend, dude, I knew about this, and he's talking about it for days. I'm like, dude, give it up. Give it up. It is what it is. It's over, man. It's over. You didn't make the play. MoveOn.com, baby. Let's take a look at the stock market. It looks like the stock market's kind of struggling a little bit. Matic actually may be a nice. I told you, man, Theta is the move, though, Nikolai. Theta is the move, man. Muser. Where are all those profits going? Well, I think they could be stuck. They could be losses because people got into them high, and now they're lost. Those could be some losses, man. But someone sold, right? Actually, you're right. Everyone started selling it off after they killed the hedge funds, you know. Those profits, I think, are coming into Dogecoin and into crypto. I'll be dead honest. I think they're coming right into crypto. Because number one, now they don't trust. They made money off the stock market. Now they don't trust it. Now they're coming after those people. They're all going to run into crypto and hide, right? They're going to take their money to places where they can't halt trading. I'm going to make a video, the top 10 reasons why trading crypto is way better than trading stocks. And I sat and I went over it in my head yesterday on a walk, and I said, you know, there's so many reasons why it's better to trade crypto than the stock market, you know. And yeah, they're going to say, hey, why would I be in something where they can halt my trading, where they can take my exchange away? You know, I'll go to Binance. I'll go to KuCoin. I'll go over to, you know, I'll go to Mercatox. I'll go to Bybit. I'll go somewhere where I can be on a blockchain, where I can't be manipulated by Wall Street, and where I can make my own money, man. You know, if you guys aren't happy with us doing the same thing that you've done to us for years, then you can go bite on a freaking, you know what I'm saying? Engine coin may be something you might want to take a nibble on. INJ too, Injective. Let's take a look at INJ. I'm gonna have to find a place to put those those profits as well for Doge. I like INJ right now. Look at it on the daily, about to reset, doing its thing. Injective, man. I think this is where I'm putting my profits, Nikolai. Injective. Doing a nice consolidation. Injective or Theta. It's one of those two for me, in my opinion. Safer bets. Look at the 12-hour about to rip. 4-hour actually does, has some room, but is high on the Stokes. So, again, I like to put my... I like to do this idea. I like to say, okay, Stokes will reset, and then I put an alert right around here. I right-click it. I slap the alert on it, and yeah, boom. And that way, when that hits, I get an alert on my phone, and I know that that's probably a good time to get into Injective. Smoking, yeah, man, it's all smoking, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 34 likes, 2 dislikes, 22 people watching. Thank you for the likes and the dislikes, I guess. A troll is a troll. A troll is a troll is a troll is a troll. ORN, man. This looks like it's about to fly. Cup and handle. Right? It's in the cup and handle. I gave you like 10 cup and handles today, maybe 20. I don't even know how many. Show's on fire right now, man. You guys are blessed. I'm blessed. You guys are blessed. Like, the whole crew is blessed. Cup and handles all day long. ORN about to do its thing, man. I think it's the Origin Protocol. I believe you can get it on KuCoin. Oh, no, it's on Binance. Even better. Dude, I think I'm going to go into ORN, dude. You know what, though? The 4-hour has to reset on everything. So I have till tonight till I have to use my profits. Yeah, there's some other things that look better on the daily than this. This is okay, though. I'm not saying it's the worst, and it is a cup and handle, and it probably will rip. Bit of a double bottom as well. But I believe I'm going to be going into... You know, AVAX looks pretty good, too, because AVAX been playing this game. I feel like it's only a matter of time until AVAX really does break out. 4-hour actually just had a cross, but you can see the Stokes are high. So Stokes tell a better story than the MACD, honestly. I use them both, but the Stokes really override the MACD. Tells me that this wants to keep continuing, but I do have a target for AVAX. If it were to break out of this, and I believe it was like something like 38 or something. 20. 19, actually. Yeah, 1938. That's what I had, yeah. My seller alerts are going crazy. Harmony is ripping. So OneCoin, we talked about one last night. Yesterday on the live stream, we said one, baby. What is one about to do? Let's take a look at one. One USDT. Okay. Wow, look at that. We talked about how it touched the... You see how I circled this? Because it came and touched the 200-day moving average at the bottom of the pattern. That was your entry. I circled that. So that's where I would enter OneCoin. And look at it. Boom. Hello. And look, it's a cup and handle too. We showed this cup side handle. Breaking out of the cup and handle. Everything is in a cup and handle, I guess. I can just find cup and handles in every single aspect of crypto. And where did we go? We blew past this resistance, which is great. Hopefully that becomes a floor. And now we're kind of like... Okay, so we hit this one target, right? Isn't that funny? Right there where we wicked, that's where we came to the wick. So previous support, And it was a little bit of resistance right in this area, became our resistance here. That's why you always want to take profits at these levels. It's kind of self-explanatory and it makes sense. But there is Harmony for you guys. Yeah, Harmony ripping, doing its thing. Unexpected yet expected. Hi, Hadouken. She's saying, oh, she loves you, man. I don't mean that. I don't mean to be like, but I really appreciate you saying hi to Hadouken, man. He loves that. He does. You just made him so warm and fuzzy inside for the rest of the day. He's going to be like so happy. Nimic. I bring up Nimic a lot. It's not even half a penny yet. This could be a game changer. Look at Nimic on the 4 hour, about to have a cross. Some room here. Nimic on the daily, about to rip. So Sulo, man, maybe you want to start adding into Nimic. It does have a rounded top. That does kind of, you know, but we could do this. Put it in a bit of this pattern and say it wants to break up to the upside. I like Nimic because it's only half a penny. Also, it gets pushed by BitBoy and some other big people. Let's take a look at what Nimic is and what Nimic does, because I'm not exactly sure, and I think I should know if I'm going to talk about it. How's that? I like deep diving with you guys. I like finding things out while you guys are on the live stream. Kind of really cool, man. You know. So let's take a look at Nimic. N-I-M-I-Q. Okay. No results for Nimic. Interesting. That's not true. Crypto 8,000 cryptos now. I remember when there was only 2,000 and it seemed like a lot. Wow. Everyone on this site, it's like bogged down. Coin market cap gets slow at one point, man. It's just like everyone and their mother's on it. It really does start to get slow. So we got to take a look at Nimic right now. N-I-M-I-Q. There we go. Okay, 004. What coin? What number coin is it? What number? 348. That's not too bad. But that's definitely small cap, right? Small cap, $340 million market cap. Has so much room to grow. Wow, 7.2 billion Nimic though. That's kind of a little too high in my opinion. Not too much of a fan of that. Nimic would get all the way up to 004. Where was it the highest though? On this blue dot. So it hit a penny recently. It hit a penny on July 19th in that run up. So it hit a penny. Huh. Maybe it's not the best. BitMax, KuCoin, it's not on enough exchanges, in my opinion, as well. I like it, but yeah. Polka Starter. That's probably going to be huge, man. BZRX is big too. AAVE, though, taking the gains, man. I've been looking at Injective. Let's just look at what Nimic is real fast. That's what we wanted to do, right? Nimic price today. Read more. Nimic describes itself as a decentralized, censorship-resistant payment protocol native to the web with its own ecosystem of dApps. It's kind of the same, man. Nimic also created technology at a mass adoption like Nimic Oasis, a non-custodial fiat HDL that allows users to buy and sell crypto directly with no middleman. Nimic created a new consensus algorithm called Albatross, which reportedly reaches the maximum theoretical limit for a single chain blockchain. The proof-of-stake algorithm is currently being implemented in the Nimic blockchain, adding staking, 1-second confirmations, and 1,000 transactions per second. So it is scalable. It describes itself as the decentralized resistant payment protocol. The browser-first blockchain approach means that users directly connect to the blockchain with nothing more than a browser. Interesting. Still pretty small. Could grow. Something you want to put like a few $100 in and forget about. If it goes to 5-6 cents, I mean, you're going to make a nice 10x or more. So, Nimic, just something to think about, right? I do like Nano here, though. I really do. And I kind of want to be in Nano. I'd like to be with the Nano team. I'd like to make a video with Nano. I want to immerse myself in the Nano community. I really do. I really do. I like the Nano people. I like how they talk. I like how they treat others. There's a warmness to the Nano community. Little spent on the 4 hour, but that daily, man, if you just hold this for a week or two, I think I'm going to put that profit into Nano, man. I don't know. It's Nano or Cake. Now let's take a look at Cake. Where is Cake going to go? Cake continues to move. Has people probably a little nervous. Like, if you're in Cake, for me, I'm in Cake, and I'm just like, well, when do you stop, Cake? And honestly, I guess it's just starting to break out yet again. A little overspent on the daily, though. kind of maybe want to take profits on cake at this point, right? Look at that, 145. I got into cake at 60 cents. It's been on quite a run. The daily's getting extended. Tells me that maybe cake will, it could form a wedge or a falling wedge, come back down. I do like just to stake my cake though and let it run. Something's telling me, that is where you want to start taking some profits. Look how far we are from the 21-day moving average. Look, we came back to it here. We came back to it here. We're going to come back to it again. And it's logarithmic, so it could move with the price. The price could kind of go sideways here, and they could kiss here. But we could go to a falling wedge, and they could kiss there. But they're going to kiss at one point. And that's going to kind of begin our next trajectory to the upside. You can see once we kiss, and then we move up. 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 See? It's a catalyst. It's a catalyst. All right. Got to run. Catch you on the next one. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to have to make a run, too, in the next 2 minutes. 3-4 minutes. We're going to look at what's going on in the markets. 32K, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm bullish, man. Look at that daily. How could you not be bullish on this daily? You'd be a fool not to be bullish on Bitcoin on this daily right now, honestly. So I think I set you guys straight for Bitcoin. I gave you a bunch of different things to talk about when it comes to altcoins that you want to trade in. We even sold something in front of you guys, kind of teaching you how to sell, where to sell, and why. We did some tutoring. I feel like today was an unbelievable plus. For me as a person, I felt like I really did what I wanted to do as a human being, right? Like I lived the life, my dream life. My dream life is to come on here every day, feel free, have the time and the knowledge to share with you guys and enjoy myself as I feel like I'm kind of sharing my knowledge. And that's what gives me the most, that's what makes me feel the best in life. And so I'm doing what I love. You guys should be doing what you love, which is watching this channel and learning, because there's channels I love to watch. So I'm a YouTuber just like you guys are. I'm a YouTube fan of a bunch of other YouTubers. Bitcoin holds steady above 30K. Ethereum and altcoins gain traction. Bitcoin is steady above 35,000, but things are moving. You see NEO, TRX, BNB, OMG, EOS, XRP, XLM, and Link all seem to have some upward momentum. Is Reddit group Wall Street Bets planning to short squeeze silver next? Wall Street Bets' infamous Reddit group is now calling for short squeezing the silver bullion market, what may be considered the most shorted asset in the trading market. Dude, if they short squeeze my silver to $50 a coin, baby, let's go. Dude, we also have some call options. I don't know if Mo kept them. The group moderators have now changed its access to private mode. Silver is currently heavily shorted, and a majority of the short positions are bought by JP Morgan. Ooh, the RWSB game might well onto something with silver. Nice wedge. Hey, I've been talking about silver going up for a long time. The biggest short squeeze in the world, silver, $25 to $1,000. Silver bullion market is one of the most manipulated on earth. Any short squeeze in the silver paper shorts would be epic. We know billion banks are manipulating gold and silver to cover real inflation. They are. We've been watching about dude, this is crazy because I've been talking about the manipulation of the silver market for years. I started trading gold and silver before I even got into Bitcoin. That's what turned me into a trader. Infiltration against silver should be at $1,000 instead of $25. Inflation, it's true. Why not squeeze SLV to real physical price? Think about gains. If you don't care about gains, think about the banks like JP Morgan you'd be destroying along the way. It all started with GameStop when Reddit users found the Melvin Group, a Wall Street hedge fund worth $13 billion, had bought a significant short position against GameStop and went on to create a group asking everyone to buy the shorted stocks as much as possible, leading to dramatic and never seen before turn of events where GameStop stock rose $300, making the dying video game chain a Fortune 500 company. Melvin Group had to finally close their short position, and their losses more than their valuation, while GameStop reached another high today, breaching 420 mark for the options contract, and then tanked. JP Morgan, one of the bank giants who have moved past a fair share of debacles, including money laundering charges and fake gold scam, might not have thought that the biggest financial scare would come from a Reddit group. Max Kaiser, the popular podcaster, Cumfield Bitcoin proponent, what is that? That's strange. Why would they write that? That's made me say that word. That's gross. Proponent has called for shorting the silver market and reminding about a silver campaign back in 2010, which led to the silver price decline from $15 to $50. He also reminded me that potential silver short squeeze could mean doom for Wall Street. Unlike the GME short squeeze, when the company can issue new stocks so hedge funds can cover A silver short squeeze could continue indefinitely because you can't print silver. Ultimately, all capital looking to defund Wall Street, central banks, and fiat money will end up in Bitcoin. Melvin Group has paid for the price for biting more than the way they could chew, a term often used for bankers for retail similarly losing heavy money. Hey, bears make money, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. You got slaughtered, Melvin Group. You were pigs. You were greedy pigs. You got what you deserved all day long. NASDAQ yesterday announced that they would halt stock trades with high volatile market movement created due to social media frenzy that went on to halt GME stocks trading. The world seems to be divided on what happened yesterday, where one side believes it's a revolution of a kind, where retail is showing its power to the institutions and the hedge funds, while Wall Street calls it a fail play. Dude, or fail, we're doing shady business now. Come on, man. You guys are the worst. JP Morgan needs to have their silver seized due to market manipulation. I agree, man. I believe, I've been watching this for years. I've been talking about silver price manipulation for a long time. Bitcoin price volatility declines while gold and real estate register as spike. So now gold is more volatile and real estate's more volatile than Bitcoin. Davos watch, the old world of currency now has to catch up. Experts say that the coronavirus pandemic has accelerated the pace of a shift from cash to digital payments, triggering an estimate 8% rise in non-cash payments. Yeah, man, CBDCs, man, central bank distributed coins, right? Central bank digital coins, right? Wall Street fights against GameStop redditors trading stocks like crypto. Wall Street, the stock market, and they like to throw crypto in there. When Bitcoin broke through and started challenging banks and financial institutions, even Wall Street types, there was a lot of scoffing at its potential. Because they had the world connected and covered. They weren't even trying hard. Like, I'm trying hard. Like, I'm buying on the low. I'm stacking. I'm the little guy trying to make it through. Robinhood delists GME amid price surge. Cryptocurrency for decentralization as need of hour. What Robinhood did is truly disgusting. I hope that people leave the app in droves. They face enough lawsuits to put them out of business. Robinhood trading app is facing multiple outages yesterday owing to the surge price and the high trading volume on the spot and heavy liquidation of short positions. At one point, more than 13 billion. Brokerage apps like Robinhood may face major outages. Let's see what she had to say.
Trading volume today creating some challenges for some of the retail brokerages. Let's get to our Kate Rooney on that. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Carl. A lot of these retail brokerage firms are seeing major outages. We have Vanguard this morning, TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim, and Robinhood, as well as Schwab. TD Ameritrade saying that they are seeing unprecedented trading volume that is causing some outages on the TD Ameritrade mobile app specifically. They say to consider using websites or their other platforms that don't include mobile. Vanguard also saying that they're seeing unprecedented volume and people are having difficulty accessing their accounts online. Same thing goes for Schwab. As far as Robinhood, we've seen more outages actually on their crypto offering, and their systems appear to be back online. But again, all of this due to some of the unprecedented trading volume. And you mentioned names like GameStop, a lot of retail traders getting in on the action today.
The surge in trading volume today creating some challenges for some of the retail brokerages.
Interesting, right? To say the least. YOLO, the world belongs to the new age. It's time to adjust. Crypto stocks is the next thing. 20 to 2030 decade. Binance, BNB, BSC, the Binance Smart Chain, blockchain. The crypto community was rallying behind GME as it shares similar belief of shorting the bankers and was already calling for the company to invest in Bitcoin and list their stocks on crypto exchanges via tokenization. Many believe the Wall Street has resorted to bullying tactics as they are losing trading game against retailers. The fact that the wealthy are doing everything in their power to pressure Robinhood and other apps to cease purchases of stocks and AMC just goes to show that they're scared of what we're collectively capable of. I'm going to do my best to keep holding however long I can. Don't keep holding those things, man. Many even call for class action lawsuits against the trading app for causing losses to traders for leaving them with no option but to close their high profit positions. Many would eventually go to court as well, owing to surging GME stock price despite multiple haltings. Look at this, dude. 1.2 million. You can close your position in stock, but you cannot purchase additional shares. Class action lawsuit against Robinhood, BlackBerry, AMC, GME, and Nokia. Moonrock Capital reveals third incubation of Polka markets, a DeFi-powered prediction market. Dude, Moonrock Capital, man. And meanwhile, we are continuing to move forward and progress. While they're playing games with their whack greediness, we're progressing with technology. unstoppable. When we get together and form positive together, Bridgewater Ray Dalio suggests strong Bitcoin signal. This is the guy who said that Bitcoin was going to be outdated recently. I love Ray Dalio. I actually truly like him. I watch a lot of his stuff. He has great documentaries and things about wealth on YouTube. He has a really good YouTube documentary about how to create wealth and, you know, your objectives and how to look at your objectives. After admitting that he might be wrong about Bitcoin and suggesting that Bitcoin may be a good asset for one to diversify in their portfolio. So now he admits he was wrong, man. I was right. So I had friends that were telling me, watch this guy. He's telling you he's smarter than you. Apparently I was better than Ray Dalio. One day I will become a billionaire, man. I'm convinced because I have the same intelligence that he has, and I stayed with my things, and I eventually was. I could have sat on his. If I was at Bridgewater and he had listened to me, he would have gotten into Bitcoin earlier. He would be richer had he listened to me. And that's a freaking billionaire hedge fund owner, right? And it sounds like I'm being ridiculous, but I'm talking truth. It's all here. All the calls. American billionaire investor and founder of the major investment group Bridgewater Assets just sent an even stronger signal that this major asset manager is eyeing the most popular currency. Believe me when I tell you that my colleagues at Bridgewater are intently focused on alternative stronghold of wealth. Dude, you're going to see the news come out and say Bridgewater has purchased $100 million in Bitcoin, and it's going to be over. We got BlackRock in. We got Mass Mutual in. We got Paul Tudor Jones on the game. The only person who can't figure it out is Peter Schiff, man. And I love you, Peter Schiff, but dude, Dalio thinks that Bitcoin's Achilles heel is the lack of privacy. While very experienced users can use it privately, more people can't. And that would make it easier for governments to prevent widespread adoption as money. By the way, Dalio was the shot against S2F type models. Since the supply is known, stock to flow, one has to estimate the demand to estimate its price. All right. And one last thing I want to give you guys is the stock to flow. I'm going to show you the top for Bitcoin real quick, and then I am out of here. So I'm going to show you how we can find the tops and the bottoms of Bitcoin by using this amazing strategy that I was taught by Jose Pedro Patricio in our group. It's called the Joey P Pi cycle. I'm giving him credit because he sat with me for hours and did this. You go to a logarithmic setting. So we delete all this stuff, right? We go to a log setting on this. And we go to like the weekly. We shrink this down, and you can see this is Bitcoin in a nutshell, okay? And you have to go to the BLX to do this because you won't be able to see all the information. So you go to the BLX, which is showing a lower price for Bitcoin than it really is. This thing is a little strange when it comes to that, but regardless, let me show you what's going on here, okay? And what we did, we sat for like about 2 hours the other night in a private session, really just kind of hashing out how we could figure out how to make Bitcoin move. Now we have the stock to flow too as well, just right there. I'm going to turn it white so you can see that, maybe resave the template. So there you go. This is the stock to flow model. It shows how much Bitcoin is how much Bitcoin we're losing due to inflation, like how much less is coming out and how much demand. And it kind of takes that on-chain data and shows you where the price wants to go. Now, back then, the stock to flow said Bitcoin would get all the way up to $12. Bitcoin would all the way hit the red line here at 29. Okay, that was its first. Now the stock to flow said that Bitcoin would get all the way up to 226. Bitcoin got very close, but it would actually spike past that at 280. Okay. Here the stock, now we look at the pump at 1200. Okay. And now we're here at a stock to flow right there. This was the 28 bull run. The stock to flow said that Bitcoin would get to 10,000. Bitcoin would double that. And now you can see these red things. These are pi cycles. I have two lines in the pi cycle. When the lines touch right there, that's where the cycle ends. The lines touch right here, cycle ends. When these two lines touch, somewhere up in here at 200 to 300,000, maybe even 400,000, they're going to touch. And boom. And boom. Now, the highest we ever should have been was about 11,000. But we got all the way to 20,000, right? So you can see that every time the stock to flow, we get higher than it. And actually, we get higher than it each time. And the stock to flow suggests that we get all the way up to $139,000, right? 140K. So we're telling us that we're going to end up here.
TJ's here.
Okay, thank you. We always end up above 120K. We always end up further. And then the cycle ends when these two touch. So the cycle is going to end somewhere in this area. And we're pretty for it. And then we can show you how to find the bottoms on the next one. But this is really it. This is how we figured out where Bitcoin is going to go right here, man. And unbelievable that I have this knowledge of all people in the world. Like, I have the key, man, to when and how to sell Bitcoin and how we're going to figure it out. So stay tuned with me. We're going to get you go. Let's load your bags of silver. Let's keep going. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And together, let's say it. 33 likes. I love it. Let's say it. The mantra, the belief, the movement. We are stronger than they are. We are together. We are positive. We are unified. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. And I'm out. I love y'all. Be safe.